How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. Are you doing good?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome
Welcome.
to our podcast number 40-something.
Uh-huh.
And today is November 19th.
Is it?
Yes. It's
Yay, that means my milk
Monday.
isn't expired. I got 2 more days.
Oh my god. Celebrate.
I drank it last night. I'm like, I don't even want to look at the date because I just want some milk.
And it's fine.
And it's fine. I didn't get poisoning, but that makes me happy because I got 2 more days on my milk.
That's exciting.
But my name is Trysten.
I'm Christy.
I'm the dyer behind Hoard Yarn.
I am the dyer behind Yarn Cafe Creations.
I'm Christy's daughter.
I am Tristan's mommy.
But so, hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Yeah.
After a hiatus, not really.
No.
I think the distance between our last 2 podcasts was longer.
I think
it's been a little over a month because you had just moved into your studio.
Yeah.
So it was like the first or second week of October, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right before Rhinebeck?
Mm-hmm. Right
Yeah.
before Rhinebeck. Yeah, so it hasn't been too bad.
So quit complaining about it.
I know, God.
Stop it. Leave us alone.
But this is a knitting podcast. If you can't tell, we're kind of knitting away on things right now.
Excitedly.
Oh, I know. So many things. I mean, it's getting cold outside and I just want to wear all the knits.
It's just been very eventful for everybody, for so many people.
Oh, I know.
Just, with, festivals happening right now, people getting ready for Thanksgiving in the U.S.
All the holidays coming up.
All the holidays. I think that Canada already had their Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I don't remember what date it was, but it seems like it was in October.
It was. I wanted to celebrate.
I'm pretty sure I know that.
I know that much.
I'm pretty sure I know, but I don't know for sure.
People are eating turkey now. It's sad.
Well, we're not having turkey at my house Thursday, FYI.
I know.
And did you know we're having Thanksgiving at my house?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. I'm not very good at... I'm not
We
very
all
good at putting stuff together.
assign food to ourselves, so we're good.
Okay, good.
We're bringing food.
I'll have the ham
Okay.
and the potatoes.
Okay.
Anyways,
We'll
talk about
sorry
that
guys.
later.
But yeah,
It's good to be back.
It's been a minute. It always feels so weird coming back sometimes because you lose the groove of these things a little bit.
Yeah.
But
seeing us set up in here,
oh my god,
it's
like
crazy.
this is the first time we've ever done this.
Yeah, we've never done this before. We just couldn't get the lighting right, and we decided to record it a little differently, and we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully,
I think it'll be fine because iMovie, I can work magic usually on
you're
iMovie.
pretty good at that.
Pretty good about that stuff. But anyway, it is almost Thanksgiving here. Black Friday's coming up.
Oh my gosh, and we have some goodies to show you guys.
Yeah, we've known about that.
Getting so ready. Sorry, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, and then
so what do you want to talk about?
there's so much to talk about.
What do we talk about?
Well, we did get back from we went to Rhinebeck.
We
It's the
did.
New York Sheep and Wool Festival, for those who don't know. And we had such a freaking blast. We actually got called out by the Mean Girls Knit podcast because we hadn't done our Rhinebeck recap video.
I'm not going to do it when everybody else is doing theirs,
Right?
because then we just blend in with everybody
I know,
else.
and then no one cares.
Then nobody cares. So we got to wait a little while. It's kind of like being fashionably late.
But we just really forgot.
We just haven't had a
Haven't
chance.
had time.
But it was a lot of fun. It was.
It
Don't you
was.
think it was a little bit of a different experience this time?
The second time, yeah.
It was just as awesome, but it just is a different experience.
I feel like we were able to kind of relax a little bit more. In the first year, it's like the first year that a child really appreciates Santa Claus and Christmas. And then it's like we just turned 13 and had all those realizations, and you still love it.
You do,
but it's a different type of appreciation for it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And we went with Kay, the crazy sock lady.
Hi,
podcast.
Kay. That was so fun. She was our roommate. She was a great roommate,
in our
too.
tiny little cute house that had no heat the first night.
The boiler had broken in the basement, and we didn't realize it. And then it was the next day that
It was the next day that they came. So she went out and bought a couple space heaters and was putting them throughout the house. And so we just moved them into the bedrooms, and we were fine.
It was fine.
It was cozy.
It was really nice.
And then she fixed it. But then that next morning, some of the breakers blew too. It's an older house.
Yeah, because I had to use a hairdryer.
Well, we also had the space heaters going, and then you used a hairdryer, and it's like, that wasn't a good idea.
But you know what? Those are the fun experiences.
Yeah.
When you go to these kind of things.
I thought I was going to get murdered in the basement.
Yeah, because you had to go to the boiler room, which is different than a basement.
Oh my gosh. It was a duplex, though.
The boiler room is where Freddy Krueger did all his business.
Okay, I'm so glad you're telling me this now.
Yeah.
Because
no.
I was already in spider terror trying to get over there. And okay, this is the funniest little house, though, because it was a duplex. And we enjoyed it so much.
It was cute.
I had to break in to the other side of the duplex to go down to the boiler room. And I go down there, and they had like a wooden case over the to flip the switches, the breaker box.
Mm-hmm.
It had wood over it, and it was like screwed in, so I couldn't get it off.
I'm that's right. You had to find a screwdriver.
I had to go on a hunt to find a screwdriver, and she's like, "Okay, check here." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, if I get murdered down here, I'm haunting your ass. And she's like, okay. But then she had me go outside around the back to another door that opened just to her old bedroom. And there's a screwdriver in there.
That's
and I'm
funny.
like, that is the weirdest house, like, floor plan concept ever.
And it was bigger on the other side, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
They had a bigger
Do you think
side.
they made it into a duplex and it used to be one big house?
I think maybe, yeah.
No.
But
But
yeah,
you
so
survived.
then I went back down, and I used I hope she doesn't get mad at me, but I used
Yeah,
the gift wrapping paper to get rid of all the spider
Oh,
webs.
the tube of it, the roll of it.
I was like, hey, it's spider galore over here in front of the box. I'm like, I'm not screwing that.
And that's right.
And so I had to do that, and then I just left everything right there and ran away because I was terrified. And then she broke out, and I'm like, this is the beginning of a horror movie. I'm in the basement. No one knows how to find it down here because it was like a secret ninja route to even get into the basement.
Wow.
And then the phone cuts out, and I'm just sitting there with a screwdriver, and there's like spider webs everywhere. And I'm like, I'm going to get murdered.
You had a flashlight on your phone, though, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. But still.
I was terrified. I'm like,
you can't defend yourself with a flashlight.
No, I mean, a roll of wrapping paper isn't going to do shit. And so I like got out of there.
Wait for me, leave me alone.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Hilarious.
No, that's pretty much because afterwards she's like, okay, just put the box back on top. You don't need to screw it in. And then if you'll take the screwdriver over, and then she cut out, and I'm like, screw that. And I left it all like right there on the ground, and I ran. Oh my god. But no, it was fun staying there, and it was really cute and cozy, and it was perfect for 3 people. Like, I felt a little spoiled, but I also love like old houses like that.
Yeah, and it did. It smelled like a little bit musty old grandma house a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was adorable, and it was cozy, and we liked it.
It was fun. Yeah.
It was fun, and I mean, we went to Needles Up because we were helping, so we went there and got to hang out with Sue
and Chelsea was there with
came a little
Lily.
bit later. And Paige the framer.
She
and,
is a riot.
I mean, all the vendors that were there, it was just fun. There was only 6 or 7 vendors, which made it nice and small and quaint.
I was so surprised that that line was going on for so long.
There was a lot of people.
I was so happy for them. It was a really good event.
We get to meet lots of people, and that was fun. It was so nice meeting everybody and seeing people.
Connie again.
Yes, Connie and Danny were there
from
Chili Knits. But just being able to see everybody that we've seen at other festivals that we saw last year at Rhinebeck.
Be able to recognize them and be like, oh my God,
It was really fun. And then we rushed over to India Untangled.
Oh, that's right. Well, first we all got hangry and we went to a cafe.
We were hangry.
We got and then we also got our coffee fix, and then we went back and we're like, oh, the world is great again. And we're able to hang out with some people and knit with them
for a little bit.
In the lobby,
that's right. So yeah, that night we went and got some food at Needles Up. We went and got food at a restaurant, and then we came back and got to sit and knit with some people.
Yeah, and
this was the first time I had met all of them.
Yeah, so Melissa from Honeybee Knits,
and Levi and his partner Vic. Levi has WTF Knitting podcast, and then Angela.
We got to meet Angela, their friend.
And
she's so cute.
That was really fun. Angela didn't get to stick around with us.
Oh my gosh, so I know, I was so sad about that, but her husband went comic book shopping while she was yarn shopping. But Levi's partner, Vic, he came and sat by me, but no one had introduced him to us yet.
Sitting
and
there.
I'm just like, he came and sat by me
in our little group.
in the corner, and I'm like,
And Levi's over here across from me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, but this is a really inclusive group. They just let people sit with them. Okay, I love that. I love that.
And he's like leaning over like this,
I know,
listening to all of us.
Interesting.
And we're like,
and then finally, like 5 minutes later, Levi's like, oh, this is my partner, Vic. I'm like,
I know, it was funny.
So
he's like, I probably should introduce this creeper
explain.
over there.
No, but he was fun. We went to dinner with them later. Minus Angela, sadly, because she went home. But
that was one of the better. That was one of the highlights for me.
Yeah.
So, but
planned.
So we got to meet them and hang out with them at the bar, which the bar wasn't even open. We just all sat there.
Oh, I know. We're like,
are
they gonna give us food?
Yeah, they weren't even open yet. So we got to hang out with them, and we made some dinner plans with them for later that night, which that was really fun. But before we went to dinner, we went to
Indian Tangled, and we were there for I think the 5 to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but we came a little later. Like they
I'm so glad we did
in time chunks this year, which was I guess
smart.
Yeah, it made
so nice,
big difference. But we came kind of in the middle of our time slot
because so nice.
I heard a lot of people talking about how there was a line at the door to start the time slot, and then people would rush in. It was a little busy. We didn't experience that because we came at like 5:30, I think.
And granted, even if there was a line at the beginning,
it was.
I heard that a lot from the people who didn't go last year.
Oh,
They're like, oh, it was crazy, it was chaotic, and it's like, oh, honey,
I'm just telling all of you right now.
It was magical this year.
This year was not as crowded. It wasn't even crowded this year.
No.
If you could walk,
if you had room to walk without bumping into someone
it wasn't a mosh pit.
Half a second. Yeah, exactly. Last year was a mosh pit. Almost the entire time.
Entire festival. You were touching somebody the whole time. So anyway, I know some people were saying it was really crowded. No, it wasn't. It was a good, busy festival.
It was a really good, busy
festival.
And
it was really good. And Andrea Mowry was there. Caitlin Hunter was there.
We didn't see Andrea, but
I saw her. I just didn't say hi to her.
I know. I didn't
but you got to go over and talk to Caitlin.
Yeah, I got to talk to her for a few minutes. Yeah, which is fun.
Sweet person.
She's so sweet. She's super down to earth. And
we got to see our friend Nicole, If You Loco, again.
Yeah, that's right.
We met some other vendors, people that we hadn't met before. Mina Phillip we had met before, but we got to see her.
Yeah, Mina, she was working in the Asylum Fibers booth, and I finally got to meet her.
From the Asylum Fibers, yeah. So that was a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
I don't know that I bought anything there. Did I buy anything?
I don't think I did either.
I think Kay bought some stuff.
She walked away from us for like 2 minutes.
Okay, hold on. First of all, she's looking for the perfect color of yarn that she needed for a sweater. And so she's looking, we're all looking, and we're looking around for her, and then we go over and we're talking to Caitlin Hunter, and Kay wanders off. And then after we get done, we turn around and Kay's walking towards us like with this trance look on her face, and she's like, I found the yarn for my sweater.
I just love how she walked away for 2 minutes and came back with a sweater's quantity.
It was,
but like, I don't know what happened.
She was like, it would just, I don't know how that happened. It just happened, and it was perfect, and it was adorable.
Oh, that was so much fun.
It was super fun. So we did that.
And then we got to go to dinner with Melissa, Vic, and Levi, which was awesome.
That was so much fun.
I know.
I really enjoyed that. That was definitely probably one of the highlights for me.
And I think that's what we need to figure out and plan a little bit better at these festivals, because we have a list and we're going to tell you guys. I know. I think we did a lot better this time. And last year it was more of...
It's our first time.
It was our first time.
We didn't know what to expect.
Oh no, we were just going crazy everywhere, and we thought we had things planned out, and in hindsight, it's like, no, this year we were able to kind of manage it a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was good.
So we just went back to the Airbnb after that.
And just chilled and knit. All 3 nights we just chilled and knit. And even we went back early on one of the days at like 5. And we knit until like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
That was
Well, we were still on like Utah time and Arizona time. Yeah. So we kept like just staying up really late and then waking up really early.
And it was
It was so nice. But then the next day was...
Saturday, Rhinebeck.
And...
Wait, was it Saturday or Friday?
Saturday?
We went 2 days, right? To Rhinebeck. Okay, yeah.
So Saturday was Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
And the first hour we got in, we had a supermodel documentary hour.
That was so fun. There was a hill that was covered in fall leaves.
No one was on it. It's the hill that everyone meets at for the podcaster meetup. And
It was empty. And so there was all these orange leaves. And
it was so much fun.
The three of us just went and laid down and rolled around in them and took pictures. And it was just so fun.
That was another one of the highlights for me.
Oh, I loved it. We got some great pictures of us together and individual pictures. And it was just fun.
That was really great.
Yeah.
And then we just went around and looked through the booths for a little bit, and then we're able to get to the podcaster meetup, which
that was a lot of fun too.
So much fun. I love the podcaster meetup every year.
Yeah, it was so great meeting everybody and talking to everybody. And the only thing I wish I would have done, I don't know why I didn't. I wish I'd have gotten more pictures on my phone.
I know.
I just kept forgetting to get it out of my pocket.
I feel like I should have been recording the entire time because it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
And sadly, we only got to like the bottom of the hill. And we didn't get to go up and see everyone at the top or anything.
It was so crowded up there. So many people.
Yeah, but it was...
I remember seeing people. In fact, what's funny is I've been watching people's recap videos, and they'll have pictures of them and they're higher up, and I can see us in the background.
No.
I'm like, we're right there. We were so close to you.
We could have hung out, man.
I didn't even know that they were there, and I'm like, we're right behind you.
I know Amy of Stranded was like right next to us, and I didn't even see her.
We didn't get to say hi.
She was sitting there. From what I can remember a little bit, just based on other people's podcasts, it's like we were sitting by her for like half hour.
Well, in both years, last year and this year, Kristen and Volenvine was at the meetup. I didn't even see her.
We saw her walking to the car.
You didn't see her
though. She was laying on the ground taking her after.
We have been in the same vicinity 2 different times, because I think the only things that she's been at is Rhinebeck that we've been at, right?
I think so, yeah.
She wasn't at Vogue Knitting Live or Stitches or anything. And we still haven't met you, Kristen.
I know.
As if she watches this. Hey, Kristen. Hey. One of these days, we're gonna meet you. Yeah, so that was fun. Thanks to everybody that came up and said hi.
Yeah, that was great. And then we just went around and shopped some more. The next day, I got what I wanted.
It was so freaking cold on Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
And we were decked out in our knits and
I was a tristicle.
You were
so cold.
That's right.
I was so cold.
It was super cold.
Oh my gosh.
But they had hot apple cider that was to die for.
They had chili.
And we got chili. Oh my goodness.
Was that the day? We were in Christy Glass's video.
Oh yeah, we did that.
And I got so tongue-tied, and she's like, tell me about your sweater. I'm like, it was really hard. It's not very hard. I was talking about designing it. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
But that was fun. And we didn't even talk about your hat in it. Did you? You haven't even shown your hat yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so right before Halloween, a couple weeks before Rhinebeck, I released...
I didn't bring mine.
Oh, dang it.
I finished one too.
I designed my acromantula hat.
Just so cute.
Which is a hat that has a bunch of spiders going around it. And I designed this, and it's a free pattern, and it doesn't look right now. Sorry, hold on. So, yeah, we wore these to Rhinebeck on the first day, right?
Yeah, and those were our glamour shots.
Yeah, me, you, and Kay all had our hats on. And it's hard to tell. Maybe you can see. I do this.
Yep.
Spiders.
See the little spiders? It's so cute. And all the webbing that like goes up and over.
I did some lace work to make it look like webby. So if I hold that up.
I love those
look
so
at those
much.
cute spiders.
I have one in like a light gray, and then Kay did hers in an olive green.
Like a green, yeah.
I love that.
I also finished and wore to Rhinebeck with my acromantula hat. And actually, did I wear this on the second day? Or the first?
No, you wore that on the first day.
I finished my Find My Way sweater by Trysten, Dragon Hoard yarn, and it was so much fun to knit.
Yeah.
Looks so big on the screen.
I know. It looks so good on you, though.
Thanks.
It was like made for you.
I did it in one of my Halloween colors called The Ring, which is named after a scary movie.
Terrifying.
I wore this, and it was so warm and cozy. It was, I just want to put it on right now.
You should have worn it the second day because it was freezing.
That's the day that I wore my Malin sweater by Isabel Kramer, which is also a DK weight, but this one, because of all the cabling,
and
the garter,
the sleeves on that one hug you. And...
Yeah, it's so thick. I made the sleeves a size smaller. Did I go down? And I went down a needle size, and I got a piece of hair
everywhere.
I
went through one of my sweaters yesterday. I'm just like, oh my god, so much hair.
That's why my hair's usually in a bun.
Yeah.
It's usually in a bun.
When I'm dyeing yarn around the house, yep.
So this was Trysten's sweater, which is now on Ravelry. You guys can buy it. And it's Find My Way.
And it's actually really beginner friendly for cables.
And this is the ring, which is going to... I have a few skeins left.
Yeah.
I've got like, I don't know, a few skeins. They're on sale right now. So on my clearance part.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what... And what did you wear with yours? You wore your Find My Way sweater too.
I wore my Find My Way. We've already seen that.
What color was yours in?
The sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
I love that
so
one.
Pretty.
And then actually while I was there, you know how a lot of people take like, you know, socks to knit on trips and stuff like that and whatever? No, I started designing a sweater on the
airplane.
And I worked on it several times, but it's my dough cardigan, which is what I'm wearing.
It's so cute.
I love it so much. And it has a folded over collar, and I altered it a little bit because this one only has like a 2.5 inch fold over. And now we made it so it's like a 6 inch. So I have to take this out and re-knit it up so that I can take pictures, which is a good thing anyways, because if you've seen my pictures on Instagram.
So cute.
They're a lot of fun. For people who don't know, I'm on my yarn. Sorry, it's an emergency.
You're shaking the table.
Oh my god. I'm ruining my yarn. Okay. Hi. For people who follow me on Instagram, which is dragon_hoard_yarn, you would have seen probably my dough cardigan pictures for the pattern.
They're cute.
I'm glad. I love them, and for people who don't know, I do cosplay, I do makeup artistry. I've been taking classes since like 7th grade off and on, and I just love that part of it, and I think that's gonna be one of the themes that I try to do more with my designs.
I think it's a good idea.
I actually have a pattern that I'll show, but I bought things for as well. Nice. But I'm not done with it yet. But so with this one, I'm glad I have to take pictures because you wouldn't know, but I have the antlers and ears on backwards in all of my pictures. And
I didn't know that either. Like, you can't tell.
You can't tell until you turn them around and you see that the ears on the inside are supposed to be white. And they're folded weird. And then the antlers are going like this.
I didn't even notice. I just thought it was so cute. Your makeup.
I didn't until I was taking him off. And I'm like, what are you
damn it.
Because I had to do my makeup and then like rush to get my horns done. Because the band that they sent them on was so flimsy that we had to just electrical tape them to something else and then put my hair around it and stuff. And I got outside, took the pictures with barely enough lighting, and then got inside. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I didn't want to have to do all that makeup again and all my hair again. So come to find out, I have to do them again anyways because I need to retake the pictures for this. But I'm so excited, and my test knitters are zooming on it so much.
That's good.
I'm so excited. I'm actually going to have kits for this on Black Friday. And so I'm going to take later today and tomorrow and put together some colorways for pre-orders. And so I'll be taking new pictures soon. And I was actually thinking it might be okay because I have, gosh, at any given point, I have like 5 sweater designs in my head. And I started another one that I'll show in a minute. But I think I can use the horns in another design too.
Okay.
But I don't want to even talk about it yet because I don't want to say it and then not do it because that's happened several times.
Well, it's your life.
I know. But like my heart on sweater, I'm still planning on finishing it. I just have to redesign a few aspects of it. And so I put it aside for a little bit, which I'm okay with because inspiration hits when it hits, and it's hitting me really hard in the woodland critters aspect. So
that's good though because you do a good job with that makeup.
Thanks. Oh, and this is my dope colorway, actually.
And that's in the shop?
And it's in the shop. I have a couple, but I'm going to be dyeing some more up this weekend. And this colorway is Garden of Shadows. I dyed it for my Garden of Shadows mitts. And so I'll be having this set in, and then I'm going to have some tonal sets as well, and some with my new colorways, which I'll show later on.
Do you have your Garden of Shadows mitts here?
No.
I have mine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, they're the ones I made in this.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
I've got 2 more stitches. Uno and dos. And they're right here because I was going to show.
Are they?
Yeah, I was going to show them. I got them ready. They're ready right here. Trysten made me and Kay her new mitts pattern. for Rhinebeck, and we wore them on the second day.
Oh my God, we wore them. We all wore them.
I actually bought mittens too at Rhinebeck and wore them over the top of those because it was that cold.
So cold.
How beautiful.
Which was so great for knitwear.
A seed stitch center.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. So they were nice.
Like
yeah, they're nice and warm.
They match everything.
They match everything. They match my hat.
I know. It's almost like we planned that.
And we didn't. We didn't. So that's fun.
Oh, and then one of the nights we did a knit night at our house, which I felt pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Last year we just stayed in Hoard Park, which was like 10 minutes out. And this one, for some strange reason, we got in the middle of Rhinebeck.
Last minute.
Yeah. And so we had Caitlin from Wool Jewel, Melissa.
And Allison.
And Emily over from, and she's Slow Fashion Rebel, Emily. And Caitlin of Wool Jewel.
Yep.
And we just had them over for a little knit night. We just got to hang out, and
it was way fun.
Yeah, that was great. They brought a bottle of wine and stuck it in the middle of the floor.
And Melissa of Skein.
Yeah, I said Melissa.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
But they just set it in the middle of the floor for whoever wanted it, and it just sat there all night. None of us had any
We all
wine.
just chatted and knit, and it was really fun.
It was a fun night.
It was.
But yeah, I didn't want to forget that because we had a great time with them.
We did. It was good. Anyway, so that was Rhinebeck.
Yeah, that was Rhinebeck.
That happened. It was eventful at Rhinebeck.
A lot of it was eventful. What I was on the hunt for were buttons.
Yes, and we found some.
And Christmas ornaments. And the very last barn thing that we went to had the people from last year that had the Christmas ornaments, and I was so thrilled. And I spent way too much money on Christmas ornaments, but they're all over my tree in my studio.
And they're so cute. They're little stockings and they had some
little
cute
sheepies, little alpaca,
it was
finger
fun.
puppets.
Yep, so that was Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
And I think we're going next year.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Still planning on it. Oh, let's give you guys our lineup because we have a couple really exciting things coming up next year. It's going to be a little crazy. And there's still one thing that we're not sure or not if we're going on, so we won't announce it just yet. But okay, starting in February,
we will be at Stitches West.
Yes,
in San Jose.
Be at Stitches West.
Santa Clara.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in March, we will be at Edinburgh. We got our tickets. I need to go get my passport.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, we're all set to go there. So if you're going, say hi to us.
Yeah, come say hi.
Let's see, March. And then May, we are going to be vending at the Great Basin Fiber Festival here in Utah.
In Salt Lake City.
It's such a fun festival.
It is.
It's small, but it's fun.
But it's home.
I know. Pride.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
And then in July, we got accepted to be vendors at SSK, the Super Summer Knit Together. We are so excited.
Put them by the Knit Girls every year. And I have been so envious of people that go to that every year.
Oh, I know.
So that's going to be fun.
I'm so excited to see. This will be our first retreat.
Yeah. So we got,
so happy.
And they do a lottery system for the retreat part. So we got accepted as vendors, but we also got chosen
to be
in the lottery to be a participant with all the great teachers and classes. And I'm excited just to sit around. Honestly,
I know, because the vendor market is only open one of the days.
Yeah.
And so the other days we actually get to hang out.
We're just going to sit and chill and get to know people.
It's going to be so nice.
It's going to be so much fun.
Let's see. And then July after that will be in October. We did get accepted to Stitches Salt Lake City.
To be vendors.
Yes. So come out for that. That one's going to be so much fun. It's in such a great venue.
This is the first year that they're doing it at Salt Lake City, and I want
them to come back every year.
Yeah, I want them to come back. So we have to make it a great big event. And Salt Lake City Valley, it's so beautiful here. Yeah. If you're thinking of what festival should I go to next year?
And it's so inexpensive to travel to Utah.
It's not for a lot of places. I don't think so. I don't know for sure.
It's great.
I know it's right before Rhinebeck. It's like 2 weeks before Rhinebeck, maybe one.
I think it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Because it's like the first weekend of October.
But if you, honestly, if you want to come, we'd love to see everybody. I think Deborah and Emily of Meanwhile at the Castle are going to be putting together a podcaster meetup for that, which is going to be awesome because it's on our home court.
It's on our turf. And they're doing it at the Salt Palace, and that's where I go to Comic-Con every year. And it's a great, large venue.
Yes.
And they have tons of rooms for classes, I think it goes up to 5 different levels, but there's all the elevators everywhere, and it's just big and open. And I can already tell there's going to be like knitting circles happening all over in the hallways, because there's so much room like in the actual floor area, but out in the hallways and stuff, it's just so open. And there's 2 levels where you can actually see the entire vendor floor. It's so cool.
And the way they're doing it this year is a little bit different. They're having like sorry, my eyelash is freaking out.
Don't let it do that.
Jeez. They're having like a preview, a market preview night for the people that signed up for classes, I believe, which is just going to be, I want to say Wednesday night, but that doesn't make sense.
I think it's a Thursday night.
And then they're opening Friday, Saturday, and then part of Sunday.
Okay.
But it's, I think, don't quote me.
Remember.
I just know that they're doing it a little differently this year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be really cool.
And there's so many great Airbnb places up in Salt Lake.
There are, and it's just a beautiful area. And there's tons of hotels.
Like hub up there.
Yeah, a lot of hotels, and there are not a lot of divey places along that whole area.
Yeah, that like up in Salt Lake, you would think, because it's like the capital, you know, like it's a big city. It's actually very...
It's clean. It's where we had the Olympics.
Yeah, it's very clean.
And I don't know when the decision is going to be made, but for the 2022 or 26 Olympics, we're up for the bid again. It's between us and Denver. And
they've been cleaning up too.
Last week, the Olympics committee was here looking at the city. So you know that it's going to be nice, and they've got plenty of accommodations, lots of restaurants.
Oh, so many
restaurants downtown Salt Lake.
Well, it's funny because it's like the indie scene, the gay community scene.
And it's they've cleaned it up. There's just all kinds of really cool restaurants and nightclubs. And anyway.
So if
you want to come?
we're trying to really get everyone there, because it's going to be so much fun.
I want to make it a good event.
I really do too. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. And then Rhinebeck right after that. And I don't think we have anything going on after that. There may be something in June, but we'll see. And we're not going to announce it until we know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
There's something we do need to take care of. We did
some drawings.
We did drawings, guys.
Let's do some drawings.
We finished our Decked Out for Rhinebeck knit along.
With Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady.
And we have a winner. So
that's so confusing.
For our Decked Out for Rhinebeck knit along that we did with Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, we used random number generator and post number 187.1, which was KTB38.
And I think it's KDB.
Yeah, I think so.
She's awesome.
She's pretty cool. So we got a skein of Farm Girl fibers for you.
Yes, we do. And in here is a Yarn Cozy by Amber's Yarn Shop. That's autumnal.
And then we have this beautiful cozy, which is by Knitting I Love. I'm always like, I love knitting.
It's
knittingilove.com.
And you can house all of that in this gorgeous bag by Two Sticks and You. It's got owls on it. It's so
cute.
Autumnal and Harry Pottery.
So contact my mom.
I have your info. I'll just send it to you.
Okay.
You don't even have to contact me. It'll be on its way tomorrow.
Yay! So congratulations.
So good job,
and thank you guys so much for knitting along with us. We had so many entries in that, and it was so much fun. And so we had another knit along that we did very last minute last month.
We had entries.
You guys are crazy. I love it.
I love that.
So we had our Spooky Cow. And we drew a winner, which was number 50, is No Filter Knitter, Angela.
Yay!
You won! So we have this, we've been holding on to this since last Halloween.
Yes, we have.
So we have the amazing Bucket Tote
Crafts
by Bumpy Crafts.
It's a bucket tote.
Well, look at the cats. It's all cats.
I forgot we had this in there.
I know.
Until I was like, okay, this is totally going to be the giveaway for that.
So we have this beautiful bucket tote for you. And an amazing needle cozy by Simply Serving HK.
So cute.
Lindsay. And these adorable minis from Melissa of Honeybee Knits.
Yay! Melissa, our friend Melissa.
So get in contact with me.
Friends.
I know. Yeah, true. So get in contact with me on Ravelry. It's the easiest way. And I will get these sent out to you. But yay! And thank you guys.
Thanks for entering. We're gonna do some new knit-alongs.
Yes,
coming up.
We're trying to figure out what to call it for this new knit-along. But we wanted to do a holiday knit-along.
I know it's last minute.
I don't care.
I know it's almost Halloween. I mean,
it's almost Halloween.
It's almost holiday time.
Stop living in the past.
I know. God, I love Halloween.
I know.
So we want to do a knit-along that is going to be for all the holiday stuff.
All of them.
Holiday ho knits. Holiday hos. Ho your way into holidays.
I don't know. Just be a holiday ho knit along.
Speaking of virgins, hoe your way into the holidays.
Oh my gosh.
I'm cutting that out. That is so dumb.
No. Well, there's that thing on Ravelry, the crochet teddy.
Look at my bag by Lila
Styles
and my needles. Can I just show you? I know this is
That's the one that she just sent to you, right?
This is one that she sent me a few months ago.
Yeah, I love that.
My Stranger Things. And a single strand studio. This is the needle. What's it called? A needle. It's a cast on case, right?
I think so.
Look at all my needles.
I know. I'm using mine. I bought one from them a while ago. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere over there.
Look at my new Hayas. Because and they're sharp. And they're just, to me, they're just as sharp as the signatures. Anyway.
Yeah.
But our cowl, anyway, back to the cowl.
Yes, we need to figure out what we want to call it because we want to be very inclusive for all of the holidays that are coming up.
Yeah, because there's Hanukkah, there's
even Thanksgiving,
Kwanzaa,
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
So
some people
more
don't
that
celebrate.
We don't even.
It can be a winter,
a Wiccan holiday, winter solstice.
We could
like we don't know.
Let's just call it our winter cowl, our festivus.
Festivus? No, that's another
festive. A festive, our festive. It's just our.
I don't know.
Celebrate.
Good times. Cowl on.
Come on. Cowl on. Celebrate your knits. Come on.
No, cowl on.
Cowl on.
Okay, but we're gonna figure that out. But I think it's gonna go through the new year, because then we have to do. It's not for you, Cal.
Yes, we will be doing that again. For those of you that don't know, last year we did an "It's Not For You" Cal, which means
a completely selfish knit along.
It's completely selfish because I know I'm already knitting for other people for Christmas. Some people don't. Some people choose not to.
Don't.
But
I usually don't.
We wanted to do a knit along where you're just knitting something for yourself.
Spoil yourself after the holidays and the hustle and bustle and the. I mean,
it's craziness.
As parents, as caregivers, as
just friends,
sister, brothers, like I feel like this is such the giving season that after the new year, we need to take some time for ourselves.
And the reason it's called "It's Not For You" is because we get asked all the time, "Oh, who are you knitting that for?" Well, it's not for you. That's what it's going to be.
I actually don't have a problem with Eric. I used to have it with my old boss, my old boss.
We won't say names, but it rhymes with Bema.
No, she knows. But yeah, so she'd always ask me, like, what are you knitting? Who are you knitting that for? Oh, is that for me? It's like, it's not for you. So we're going to do that one again in the new year. But we are going to do a holiday knit-along from today.
What are the rules? I mean, what are they knitting? Just anything?
Holiday.
Just holiday?
If it's a gift for someone, if it's for a charity, if it's for you and it's your Christmas sweater, Kwanzaa sweater.
I would love to have an ugly Christmas sweater knit along.
I tried to get the girls to do an ugly Christmas sweater
when you say the girls,
contest. Yeah, my sisters. And they're all like, no, we can't. I'm like, fine, okay.
Because I have got some crazy ideas that I didn't tell you about. Remind me to tell you my crazy design ideas that even Vaughn is like, do it.
Are they going to light up?
No, and it's not necessarily for Christmas. There's a story behind it.
Okay.
Can we show... We're drinking coffee right now. We
had to get coffee.
Starbucks. And I made pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Oh, that was going to be cute. We almost timed it right.
My mugs I got at the New York Sheep and Wool Festival at Rhinebeck. Don't tell anybody how much they cost. Vaughn might have seen how much they cost, but they are handmade. Yeah.
And they're cats, so he probably didn't give you too much crap.
He loved them. They're handmade pottery and then hand painted.
I'm just so sad you didn't get the really, really angry, pissed off looking one.
I know, but I couldn't afford it.
I know.
Seriously, getting 2 of them was
I'm done.
And the maker, I contacted her, And her name, I don't think she wrote it on the bottom. But she doesn't have an Instagram. She doesn't have a website. She doesn't have Etsy, nothing.
Does she live in New York? And just does
I don't even know.
festivals?
She just does shows, everyone, and not even a lot of them. So
There was a line to get to the checkout, though.
There was.
Oh
She had so many beautiful. She had a lot of the old looking blue, like the mugs that were
on porcelain,
like
kind
porcelain
of thing.
with blue pictures on them,
Like farm
like
animals,
a sheep, and but I saw these cats. I'm like, yes.
She lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Were you over on your luggage? Were you right there?
Remember, it was supposed to be 50 pounds, and I was like 50.5.
Oh yeah, and they
or
just
51,
it was like
and
51.
She's like, she was kind of a rude person.
But she let you put it in.
But I'm like,
whatever.
She let me go, so
Whatever.
Anyway,
But,
what are you working on? Are we done talking about our new long that we don't even know?
That we don't know what to call yet. Prize for whoever names it. No, not really.
No, let's not do that.
I know.
Because we're gonna post it today.
Yeah, we'll post it on our Instagram after we figure out a really weird name for it. Because it has to be weird because it's us. I still like the ho ho along.
The ho 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 along.
Ho 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 along.
All you
But
hoes.
then it's not inclusive of everyone. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to be starting that, and that's going to go until New Year's Day. And then we'll be starting up the It's Not For You, Cal. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. And then, yeah.
That's it?
That's it right now.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. Have a great day, guys.
No,
See you
not
next
really.
time.
Okay, so what else?
Well, I'm knitting.
What are you knitting?
My sister Ashley,
That we love.
that I love, has never wanted knit socks.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
I made her some.
She didn't like them. She's the only one that got a pair.
She was the only one that got a pair, and they were too long, that's fine. They were too long.
They were, okay, yeah.
She didn't like long socks, and that's fine.
But she saw my socks earlier this year, and she's like, I would love socks that size, like that length. I'm like, that's what normal socks are. She's like, oh, okay. And then came out of the blue. I didn't tell you about this, but
Okay, tell me.
she sent me a singogram
Oh.
of, all I want for Christmas is some hand knit socks. Some hand knit socks. Yes, some hand knit socks.
Really?
Yeah.
She sent me a message too, but not a singogram.
Well, it had like the music notes by it and stuff, so I was singing in my head. So I count it. But,
It counts.
and then we did name drawings for the two houses for who we get for Christmas. And I didn't get her at either house. So I'm going to knit her some socks anyways. And so I'm going through my stash hardcore right now, trying to get a bunch of socks just whipped up on my feet or on her feet. So I have one of them done. I forgot.
Because we've bought a lot of yarn over the last few years at festivals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I do want to use a lot of my yarn because I dye it. I love the colors, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do that if I still have such a big stash. And so I'm trying to bust through it and actually get some use out of all the yarn I have in my house.
Right.
So, but I'm doing some Felici socks for her. And
Cute.
I don't think I'm going to have enough for two of them, but thankfully I have a bunch more Felici colors at home.
You could make her and Heather matching ones. Oh my god, that would
Well,
be
I don't
so
even
cute.
think these are going to match because I only have a little bit of yarn left. And so I'm just going to start another Felici color like at the foot.
Because they were the same
and just keep
size.
going.
That would be so cute
Yeah.
to get them a mismatched pair that match. Like, give one
Why?
of each lip foot to the other one.
I hate you. I'm going to do that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be so cute.
That would be cute. Okay, I might do that. Because I can stop the other color now, or this color now, and add an... Well, no, because I'm knitting on it. Dang it. I can figure out something else to knit on.
Yeah, you've got other options.
I got a couple options. But yeah, that might be a good idea. And I'm using a little stitch marker, which is super cute. I think this one... I don't know.
That looks like the one that sends the glitter little diamonds with hers. Is that Simply
Okay.
Serving?
No, that's gonna be Jensen then. Of
Sugar
Circus.
Plum Circus.
Sugar Plum Circus. And it's a little caramel apple star, and I love it so much. And I love her. I need to watch their new podcast that has 2 parts to it.
You know what? I just saw it flash on YouTube last
Really?
night.
Oh, I did too. I'm like,
I have to watch that today. That's
I
my
love
only
watching them.
agenda.
They're so fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
I
you
know,
guys
me
don't,
too.
it's 2 rad chicks that knit, right? Is that it?
2 rad chicks and
that
their
knit.
knits.
And their knits. Jensen and Heather.
They're so fun.
Earl
Heather
Grey-
is Earl Grey
Earl Grey
Fiber
Fiber
Studios.
Co. I love those ladies. I haven't met Jensen, but we've met Heather a couple
But
times.
Jensen's going to be at Edinburgh.
Jensen! We're gonna hang out.
And we're also going to hang out, hopefully, if Elizabeth from Salapalooza Knits, she might be staying with us.
Oh, that would be so fun.
I hope it works out. But yeah, so I've just been working on these. This is actually...
I need someone to carry my suitcase up those staircases.
Right?
Elizabeth.
Right? She's young and spry.
Right. Okay.
I think she's older than me. I'm not carrying them. No elevator. But it's so cute. Anyways, the contrasting heel and cuff. These are actually from my Wicked collection I did in like February.
Wicca?
Wicked.
Wicked. Sorry.
Here's my For Good on the sparkle.
I do like this pattern, even though it's simple. I love it.
Well, yeah, I was starting to do it, and I'm like, I am not doing that anymore. And so I started slipping the yarn in front on one of the stitches right when I moved over, and then I stopped. And then I'm like, it has to match, and so I did it on this for 2 as well, and then I stopped.
Give it just a great little texture on it, though.
It's good texture, and if you do slip stitches, your tension for any kind of patterning that you do for socks or any kind of knits, it's going to change the gauge that you're knitting it at. And so if you do slip stitches or anything like that, it's actually going to make your gauge a little, like even like a micro bit tighter.
You have to adjust for it if you know how.
Yeah.
Some of us don't know.
We're still learning. But so I wanted to do this through the whole sock because I really love a tight fitting comfy sock. Not like too small, but like a snug one that hugs
like
you.
A little more negative, positive.
A little bit more negative-y.
Negative-y, yeah.
And so I like it how it's just the top as well, because then it's going to kind of hug your calf a little bit more.
And you did twisted rib, which I love now.
I always do twisted.
Can we talk about twisted rib for a second?
I told you.
I have never done it. I had never done it before. And I know some people do knit through the back loop for 2 stitches, and then they knit through the back loop or purl through the back loop to make it super twisted.
I don't like that.
We just are doing the knit through the back loop and then purl too. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
It makes such a difference. So even if you just look at the actual, like, look how...
It's more, what do you call that?
In your face?
Yeah. Detail. What's it called? Like when they...
It's more detailed, but it's also more...
About
I don't know.
You were saying it about the 2-ply earlier and how it's more... when you do cables.
Well, it looks better in cables. That's all I said. No, definition.
Stitch definition.
Has great stitch definition, but it actually shows it. Like regular ribbing, I've always had a hard time with, like on other socks when I first started knitting socks, because I'm like, oh, these are all falling down. It's so annoying. And then I started doing it like this, and it just, that alone fixed it for me. Well, that and I cast on 56 stitches.
Well, and Chelsea of Legacy Knits, I was watching her on Sue's podcast this week, and she was talking about that too a little bit. Just, twisted rib is one great way if your socks are falling down.
Just tighten it up a little bit.
Tighten it up. But also, she went down a needle size on her cast on the ribbing section because her socks were falling down too. Mm-hmm. And I've done that with...
Well, she also cast on 64.
Yeah,
I apparently that's like a very average. She used to be 60, I think.
I thought she used to do like 56.
I think it's just us and our tiny little
Chelsea.
ankles.
I don't know, Chelsea. I don't know what you're doing.
You need to figure out your deal, dude.
But I like your advice. I like it a lot.
I know. She needs to do her... Well, no, I'm not telling her what to do. That's not my business, but I would love to see her chats with Chelsea.
I was watching their podcast yesterday, and can I just tell you, they were making me laugh so hard. I don't even know what they were talking about. But I was laughing with them so hard. Sue was talking about how queasy she gets.
Oh, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, my mom is like complete opposite of that. She's like, wait, Kate, you have to tell me everything in full detail. How much bone was showing? Like
Sue's husband just had surgery, and she's like, I was like, I don't want to look at it, and I'm like sitting there going, I'd have been like, next time you change the dressing, let me
Can
look.
I do it?
I want to look at it. Can I see?
And I'm only like that if there's adrenaline. Like, I know I'm good in a crisis. Yeah. But if it's something I'm watching on TV or I hear stories about, I can't
watch it on TV. I can look at the wound. I just can't watch an accident. Like people that, I think we've talked about this like 500 times on here.
Maybe.
I cannot watch a video of people doing like stunts and that crash. That do like skateboarding and they.
I have a hard time with that too now.
Like I can feel like the anxiety going.
My knees start hurting.
Yes, like the back of my legs.
Yeah, it's like you get tense or something. It's like...
But bring me that skateboarder after he has smashed up his face, and I'll take care of him, and I will love every second of it.
Yeah, it's the same with the girls of the treatment center I worked at. If there are any accidents and stuff, I was usually the one being like, hey, I got this.
Yeah.
I'll clean it all up. I'll dress it all. I was certified for all of the medical stuff, and then when like animals have been, you know, injured around us and stuff. And
speaking of which,
I know.
Speaking of which, I probably should have started out with this. I wanted to thank everybody for all their well wishes. It's been, well, today's Monday, so it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. Yeah. We lost our cat, Roger. He got hit by a car. And Vaughn and I didn't handle it very well. For like...
At least you mourned, though.
I've never seen that man cry.
Yeah.
And for like 4 days, every morning, every night, because that's when I would see Vaughn.
Yeah.
We both... It was just so sad, and and I felt blessed because my neighbor came over and got me and asked me, "Is this your kitty?" And so I don't know about you guys, but I felt like it was, and I hope people don't think I'm silly, and I don't care. You can think I'm silly.
No, I completely understand.
I felt honored. He wasn't, bleeding or nothing. He got hit. I felt honored that I got to carry him from where she had moved him for me. Mm-hmm. She moved him by my mailbox, and we went out there together, and I just felt honored and so happy that I got to carry him to the backyard, and I called Vaughn, and I'm just so grateful that he didn't get smashed.
I know.
Or that he just went missing and we didn't find him till, later. I'm just so glad that I got to carry him and bring him to the backyard, and it was hard.
Yeah. Well, it's like they become part of your family,
and
it's like this unconditional love that they have for you.
Well, and when you guys were growing up and at home, I'd be like, oh my gosh, my kids are going to be so heartbroken because mm-hmm. they love this little animal. And I remember I called Vaughn, and the first thing I said to my neighbor, she's like 78 years old, and she's just an old hardcore farm chick. Mm-hmm. She's not married, and she does all her own farm chores and everything, and her name's Judy, and we love Judy. And the first thing I said is, Vaughn is he's not going to take this well at all. Yeah. That was his buddy. Roger was his little buddy. And I called Vaughn, and Vaughn came home, and we both sat with Roger for a little bit. And it was just heartbreaking, but at the same time, we were both so glad we had him for the three years that we had him. Mm-hmm. And he picked us.
Yeah.
He literally belonged to somebody else. And he got lost, and Vaughn saw the posters and had found Roger and said, oh, let's take you back to your house. And it was like 4 houses down, and Roger kept coming back to our house. Yeah. And finally they're like, he loves you guys, you guys keep him. So we buried him under our big tree in the backyard that we named Ulysses. Mm-hmm. And we're going to order him a cute little headstone. But thank you to everybody. That was, we don't go through hard things like that very often, but when we do, it makes such a difference having people being so heartfelt.
Yeah.
And not just scrolling through Instagram and being like, oh,
her cat died.
No, to take the time to say sorry.
Well, I feel like yarn people in general are just like crafters and stuff like that. We're so... Because usually when you're doing a craft, you're making something for like your home, your family, your friends. You're making things for other people. It's a very compassionate community. And so a lot of people in this community have animals. Like, we have our little buddies. Like, mm-hmm. I got my 3 little dudes I have at home, and, 2 girls and 1 dude.
And you don't ever... they're your kids. Vaughn and I don't have kids at home anymore.
Eric don't have kids, and
right.
they end up being your family.
They're your children, and so you take care of your cats or your dogs all day long. Mm-hmm. You're with them, and my cats. We bring them in. We built a cat room for them.
I know.
And I'll tell you what, that was hard. The first night, I was. Where was I? I was somewhere. The day that I went to vote. It was on voting day. This happened at about 1:00, and then I left at about 3:30 or 4 to go vote, and I was at the voting polls until after 9:00. It took that long in line, and Vaughn...
I tried to go, but that's when I got the flu.
I know, you were sick. But Vaughn brought the cats in that night alone, and we usually do it together, or I'm usually here. And I asked him how did it go, and he just cried. I mean, we just cried for 4 days. Just even now,
it's hard when it's
still
a
hard.
shock. You know, well, he was the youngest of all the cats, and
it's so hard when you are used to seeing that personality in that body, and then you have the sweet little body right there, and it's just not, he's not there anymore, and it's heartbreaking for me to see Vaughn, because I know that Roger was the cat that would go out with him.
Yeah.
Vaughn, we have a farm, so Vaughn's outside all day long, and my other 2 cats, they do their own thing, but Roger was with Vaughn all the time.
Yeah.
And also in that same note, I want to say another thank you.
Yes.
A big thank you. And it's so interesting how I feel like I'm doing a heavy cream right now.
It's okay.
But it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I feel like life perspective is so interesting to me as a therapist. As a person, I think.
Well, yeah, no, as a person, because it was a month ago that we were dealing with my dad almost possibility of him losing his house
to a fire.
And
then
lo and behold.
So Roger died 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. And then that weekend, we started seeing
the Paradise Fire in California, the campfire.
Yeah, and on Instagram, seeing that Cathy from Hooker's Corner, who's a fellow yarn person.
Great, amazing woman.
Yes, and she and her husband and her two boys, literally and their dog made it out of their house.
Love her so much.
And so I just, sitting there, and we're still grieving our loss, and this doesn't negate our loss at all. But to be like, wow, we lost our sweet kitty, but I still have my home.
You still have your other cats.
I still have my other cats. I still have so many things to be grateful for.
And so many people died in that fire.
They're still not sure. They're
some
still
people
missing.
are still missing.
Yeah.
And so it does put things into perspective.
It does. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody. And I feel silly even showing these right now, but I decided I was going to release these anyway. Yeah. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do a fundraiser because I mean, I can do that. And you guys were so amazing.
It's so amazing. I was talking to Eric about this because we're doing something for them too, but it's coming later this year. But just showing him on all these different, someone on their Instagram, they created a GoFundMe page, and if that is one thing I think we should link below ours. We usually don't have show notes anymore, but we will link the GoFundMe account for Cathy and her family. Because a wonderful friend of hers on Instagram, she just started a GoFundMe, and the community responded because one of our own.
It's true, and we're there. You do what you can. Not everybody can give a bunch of money.
No.
And so I was getting ready. I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
No, you're fine. But even just passing the message along and doing what we can.
And it's sure, like I said, perspective is interesting. Just all those things in our life that we bitch and moan about and are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe somebody on Instagram did this or that, or that our neighbor did this or whatever. And
someone
then
said this.
And then you log on. You log on and you see that somebody barely got out of their house alive. Yeah. And it actually, I kind of think that the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted thing coming out, or a day before this happening, and then this happening, I think that coming out at that time was perfect timing, because then people can see it's state of mind was already.
Why do I need a skein of yarn? I can just give this.
When her children literally didn't even have a jacket.
They had one toy.
And the cool thing about Cathy is I saw her post this morning. Yesterday, she's going to. She said she's been flooded with people giving them items and. Anything that she gets that she can't use, or that is, if they already got a pair of shoes for their kids or whatever, she's going to pass on to the other people that have lost things in the fire, which is amazing. But I decided to release my reindeer hooves pattern, and it was going to be released anyway. Yeah. I was working on them, and I thought, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hurry. I'm terrible. I waited till 5:00 Sunday night to actually put it on paper. And I spent so much time that night working on them because I didn't test knit them. No. I thought, you know what?
But you were so good at pattern writing and that math and stuff.
The math turned out really well. I went backwards and forwards, and
But you were able to...
And we sold $600 worth of these, you guys. And I've had several people start making them. No problems that anybody's reported.
Yeah.
So I want to, first of all, apologize if there are any, because like I said, I put it out really quickly without having a test net. But thank you.
Yeah, because you were able to donate all that $600 over to her husband. And
I sent it over to through PayPal to the email address she gave. And I feel so happy about that.
That's amazing.
Literally, I stopped. People were buying patterns up till midnight. And I stayed up. I even left it open until... I think I counted all the ones that came in until like 12:15 or 12:30, and then I went right on to PayPal and sent it over. Yep. I just, you know what? So thank you. This pattern is available on Ravelry. It's reindeer hooves, and they're on these awesome sock blockers I didn't show last time.
That we never showed. I know, I got mine too.
So did we podcast after Rhinebeck then? Oh no, she gave these to us at Vogue Knitting Live.
Yeah.
She had these made for us and brought them to Vogue Knitting Live.
And we weren't knitting socks last time we podcast, so we didn't bring them.
And I'll tell you, I love these, and I also have another pair of sock blockers, but I'll tell you.
These ones.
And I think that Woodico, the owner, she watches, I think, our podcast, she's one of our podcasting friends. These ones, they're just, there's a little bit of a difference, I think, just barely in the sizing. Just a tip. And my feet, I think... are just a little under a size 6.
I think they are for you.
And
that's the perfect size for me.
Yeah.
But even so.
So I've got
those. They're both great.
Yes. So anyway, Reindeer Hooves, thanks to everybody for just being awesome.
Yeah.
I needed it. And I needed to have a reason to give back.
Yeah.
And that was just perfect timing. And I hope...
Seriously, that is...
It just means a lot. And I hope Cathy's family is doing well. I wish the best for all the families.
For everyone that lost.
And I know that there's still people that are losing things, and I mean, again, perspective, right?
Yeah.
So grateful.
It really does put into perspective.
Yeah. Anyway.
But
this is gonna be a long podcast.
It's okay.
I don't care.
It's been a while.
I don't care. I go from being grateful to being bitchy. I don't care.
They can like it.
So anyway.
No. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm constantly amazed at this community in a good way. I'm
amazed occasionally in a bad way.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but I mean,
but that's okay.
Right now we're talking good things right now.
Oh sorry, don't mean to change.
It's been good things, but no, I think the get your yarn wishes granted thing too put that into perspective for a lot of people as well. And so it's like a lot of people started giving to Cathy and her family, which was great because they needed it.
Yeah, and I think that get your yarn wishes granted is a fun thing.
It's a fun thing, but it can get to a point where it's not about the receiving, it's about the gifting.
That's the thing is, I feel like I have so much already that I would love if I could grant wishes to families in need.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way that people could post on Instagram, grant wishes for these guys for me, please. There's a family that really needs it.
It's like, who do we know that that needs these things? Like, for a lot of my extra yarn, I'm going to be taking it over to my old treatment center that I worked at with the teenage girls. Because one of my old supervisors over there has been asking me for a while for that. And so I would love to give to that. Or to old folks'
a
home.
Senior center. In fact, I was going to look those up because I've got some yarn that I've just been had hanging around. And so I might...
It's like one of those things. It's like we actually do begin to hoard our stuff a bit. And other people could be using it. I don't know. Maybe that's just
I don't necessarily hoard it. Some of it is yarn that I dyed in the past.
Yeah.
That...
I have a lot of that.
I just have left over from, other collections that I don't have enough to post. So anyway.
Yeah, I would love to be able to give to that.
I wish, like I said, I wish that there was a way that people could say...
Here's a family,
here's some families,
some kids that want to learn how to knit.
Or here's a place that you can send
your extra yarn.
I still remember last year when the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted came up, and I don't know who the knitter is, and I wish I remembered, but she said, I don't need anything granted, but there's a sweet lady, I work at a Starbucks in this like little town square, and there's a homeless lady that lives in that area over, I don't know where she lives, but she crochets items and sells them on the street, and that's how she gets her money. So if you would like to donate yarn to her,
I love that.
you can send them to in care of Starbucks, and it had the lady's first name, the homeless lady, you know, in care of Starbucks at wherever this was. And I was
That's
like,
so sweet.
that was amazing to me. This knitter wasn't asking for stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked it up because I can be a little bit of a skeptic. You know, I looked up the Starbucks. It's there. I think I just got overwhelmed with so many people posting it in my feed
about it.
until Cathy's house burned down.
Yes, and then again,
people I think it really dwindled, and people started giving.
And, you know,
and we might
pass it along.
We might have done some Secret Santa-ing.
A little bit.
You and I might have done some of that without.
We'll see.
Yeah, we did.
But in the spirit of giving, not in the spirit of receiving.
Give.
Unless you're in need, then totally receive it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, end of that.
End of that little thing.
An hour later, I just sewed my sock together.
Are you... What?
It's fine.
What did you do?
So what else are we knitting? Do you want to see what I just finished?
I want to see what you just sewed together.
I almost sewed the cuff together.
Because this is a new pattern, right?
New pattern.
A couple of those.
You guys, also, I still am going to release my Butterbeer hat, my Butterbeer beret or Butterbeer beanie. I haven't decided what to call it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of it's a beret. I'll show you in a second. But
it's really cute.
This is because I've been writing other patterns that I don't want to take the time to write it. Is that...
No, I'm totally there with you.
That's
I totally
me
get
being
it.
Totally honest. Okay. I literally just finished this sock as we're sitting
snipping.
here tangenting. I think I just have one more thing to...
Hey, that's why we're tangenting. So, yeah.
If you're still with us,
so
if you haven't hung up on us yet.
I know, or if you haven't, posted mean in the comment box.
But Trysten and I gaved and got.
Yeah, we've been switching sock sets a little bit.
Trysten and I both did some sock clubs in the last few weeks, and I did a retro Christmas sock set club.
So pretty.
And Trysten, which one's this one from?
I have no idea.
You don't know
That's the second Fall Vivid collection.
This is Trysten's yarn.
Yep.
The Fall Vivid collection, colorway number 2. And I hate how it doesn't show up on here very well, the pattern.
I know, it's hard with lace on those sock blockers sometimes.
Well, let me just show you,
it,
and then, yeah. So this is her beautiful colorway. Look at how gorgeous. I walked into her studio, and I remember sitting there, and I'm looking over at her yarn, and I keep looking, and right in the middle of one of her sentences, I'm like, I like that one right there. I like that one. That is so pretty.
I think I have 3 sets left that I might put on for Black Friday, just because.
This is beautiful. I love it. Okay.
But show the pattern though.
Okay. So
you're not just showing my yarn. So this is a new sock pattern that's going to be coming out.
Yes, and I don't know what it's going to be called yet. Let me take it off here now though, so I can show you a little bit different. It's hard when it's on the front. So there's the pattern.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thanks. It's like a lattice stitch with like other latticey weirdy things.
It's the lattice.
It's a lattice. A lattice. So.
Oh my.
I made my first afterthought heel.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. Actually, it's my second. I made one on a stocking.
Oh, that's right.
I got about 3 years ago, but it was huge, bulky yarn, so it was a little bit different.
Okay.
So I followed. I got the pattern from Lala, which is Laura on the Knit Girls.
Knit Girls.
She has a free pattern on Ravelry that I downloaded, and just because couldn't remember how to do it, and then my toe somehow... What's the matter? You okay?
I'm estimating yarn.
Oh, okay. And then somehow I messed up on my toe, but I kind of like it.
I kind of like it.
I did just a slip stitch toe, but see my decreases? Somehow I had more stitches. Well,
you're not used to that that cast on count.
Though this is my normal cast on.
You cast on 60s?
This is my 56.
60s.
This is my 56. I have a different pair that I'll show you.
I don't know what you were doing there.
This is my 56 stitches. And I did the twisted rib. Stitch definition.
Boom.
Mic drop. And I did, yeah. And also, anyway, twisted rib, a really cool lattice stitch on the front. And I don't know what they're going to be called. But as soon as I know... What's the matter?
I hit the table and it scared me.
We are all over the place. So that's my next one that's coming out.
That is so pretty.
Look at just like... Don't even say anything. It does not look like that.
Okay. I like your sock.
Wait. I unrolled it.
I missed that. I was looking at you.
You were?
Dang it.
Hold on, let me do it again.
Okay. It's well worth the do-over. You?
So that's my sock.
Oh, I love that. I actually did a sock too.
Let's see it.
I don't remember where I put it. Oh, it's in one of these. Okay, it's in this one. So,
Longest
I'm ready
podcast
for
ever.
freaking Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Look how cute.
I love that.
I got these from Nicole from NSP Designs.
Oh.
It has little cute print on the
Love
inside.
that print.
And she's the Nicole Stitches podcast. She's the whole podcast.
She's it.
I love her so much though because she's always getting mad at her cat Webster.
I love kitties.
And that's like how I am with Jasper usually. Because Hermie just, sits by my ankles and Lander does her own thing. But Jasper, he's always like...
Right there.
Well, he's always snooping. He's a snooper. And so he goes around. I'm like, Jasper, what are you doing? That's not yours. Is that yours? And she'll be like, Webster, really? You're going to do that right now?
It's like
my
me,
favorite
it's like
thing.
me and Phillip too. Her cats.
Yeah.
They get right into your face on the camera.
I love that so much. So, and I got my scrappy thread
Oh,
thing.
I have mine too.
Here's a Christmas thing.
Do not buy one.
No, they
then
are
you'll
so
buy 2,
addicting.
and then you'll buy
4.
5, and then you'll be like setting your alarm for her updates on Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
I actually messaged her 5 minutes before the other one the other day. I'm like, do not buy one. She's like, I'm not even looking.
I didn't even look
Not
this
even
time.
gonna look
I
at it.
have so many.
They're so...
But I have them.
I
I
love
think
them.
you do too. I have all mine like packed with the same items. Stupid things like Band-Aids. Band-Aids,
That's not stupid.
chapstick,
You're working with highs now, Mom, and you're going to find that's not very stupid.
and my signatures even. I have Tufted woolen lotion
Tucked
bars in
ones.
there.
I have a tape measure.
I
I have
have
a
a
pair of
needle.
scissors. I have extra DPNs. I have my cable needle. I have my
I'm telling
darning
you.
needle. Everything freaking fits in this thing. Anyway, so
Just warn. It's don't say we didn't warn you.
as we warned the crap
Look, I have
out of
another
you.
one right here.
I know. I found out that I had like all 4 of mine in my purse filled out with all the same things, but of different variations. And it's like, but I want all of them. I want all the things. And that's all that was in my purse.
I have that, and I need more of these too.
I know. I love
need more
that.
of these.
And so I started designing with my mom's yarn. And so she came out. This is week 2
week 2
of the retro Christmas sock set.
And this one is called. I don't.
Mine didn't have a label. You just threw the yarn at me.
Dressed in holiday style.
I think that is so cute. And so
Thanks.
retro, it doesn't really follow the same rules as conventional.
It's got
Christmas,
pops
and
of
I love
green. Because I didn't realize this, but retro colors, chartreuse was big.
Yeah.
Big
And I love
back
it.
then.
Now I want everything chartreuse. So
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
using these yarns. And here is the pattern. See, again, it's on the front. So
That is
this
so
how it knits up.
cute.
I love it.
Cables.
And so the cable's on it. I'll show you on the front. So this is the cable pattern on here. And so you have like a little antler. Wait. Yeah, a little antler stitch up the middle.
Let me see it close
And
up.
then 2
Oh my gosh, it's a miniature antler
little
stitch.
antler stitch. And then 2 larger cables and some smaller detailing cables around it. And I was actually going to release it on Friday this last week. And then I forgot. So I didn't.
So next
but
week?
that will be happening this next week. It's already written down. And it's for 56 cast on, 60, 64, and 72. So I already have it written down. I
Good
just
for
need to...
you.
Thanks, man.
I did mine for a lot of sizes too, my reindeer.
Did you?
hairs. Holy cow. I regretted every second of it while I was writing it up.
Right. And so that's how far I am. And I have
Oh, I
another
love it.
little Circle Plum Circus stitch marker.
Pretty sure.
And this is Simply Serving HK needle case. But yeah, I love it. And I love the yarn. It's 8515 and
Mine is 7525.
is
Mine's
that, oh
on,
yeah.
what
I feel
base
like
is it called?
That's my myth based.
Mist?
Myth.
Myth? I'm
Myth.
sorry.
You can't tell because I have a list.
I know, sorry.
I'm not making fun of lists. I actually really do have
You
one.
do have one.
And it doesn't help that I have
75,
a
25.
retainer on the inside that's permanent.
Permanent.
Just makes me sound that much cooler.
I was going to say something about... Oh, I don't know about you, but with my sock clubs, I feel like I do some of my best
I know.
work. So, because it's a mystery sock club.
Even to us, before we make them.
Before we make, till it's over. Well, I don't want people to be disappointed. Like, I want to make sure that nobody regrets being part of this club. So, I think I do my best work. But
I know I do my best work in the mystery club, so... And I'm debating, we'll talk more about the Black Friday, because we literally both have a mountain of freaking yarn up here. It's really sad. This is going to change a ton. I love it so much, but I just got in a new base, and it's my Aran base, and it's BFL, and I love it. And so I started knitting another sweater, and it's going to be called my bear paw sweater, and I bought bear ears. I'm so excited. But I started knitting it, and it's going to be an oversized, more of an oversized sweater. It's really cute on, too, actually. I just finished blocking it. It has short rows, so it has more of a dropped hem in the back.
It's going to be feeling so good. Wait, this is the BFL?
No. Well, actually, with this one, I marled my Shepherdess base, which, guys, it's coming. I ordered it, and my mohair. But I marled my BFL with a merino fingering weight, and it feels so squishy. But because it's a lot more dense than you would think for a sweater.
It's really heavy.
It's a very heavy sweater. I want to do it in my Aran weight with the same cast on, because then my gauge is actually going to change, and it's going to be a lot larger.
Wait, so then would it be marled still?
No.
Okay.
So it won't be marled, but instead of being like, you know, this size oversized, it's going to be more like this size oversized instead of this. So, and that's what I want. And so I'm going to be re-knitting it with my Aran weight, which will be great because it'll be a super quick knit, which I'm so excited about. But I'm going to change the needle sizes, and I'm going to change the yarn weight, and so it's going to be a lot bigger. And I'm so excited about that. But it's still going to be color blocked.
I love the color. I was going to tell you, I did so many screenshots from clothing websites of different styles of color block sweaters. Yeah. Just because I'm like, I want something like that.
Yep. And that's what's so irritating to me, honestly, is all the Instagram ads for clothing and sweaters. I'm like, I can make that. I could design something like that. I want to make that. And so I'm like, I need to make something that's oversized, because I love the look of the oversized sweater with like jeggings or leggings or jeans or all of the above. And so I want to make one that comes like that and smells so good. Oh, I love my wool wash. Woolen & Co.
You already washed it?
Yeah. I blocked the body part because I kind of want to take gauge for it so I can estimate what needle size to use.
Yeah.
To create the dimensions, like by how many inches bigger I want it. I'm
Good
actually
idea.
doing math.
You're doing like real math and tech editing.
I'm a real designer, kind of. But yeah, and this is a raglan down, just like this. This one was top down. This will be top down. And I'm learning. And it's a process. This one has short rows. This has short rows around the top. This one has short rows around the collar. Yeah, this one has short rows up here. And then down at the bottom, it'll also, because it's a high-low.
I love it. It's beautiful.
I'm excited, and I already got my makeup planned, and I'm going to actually use my new Bear Hug colorway, because that's kind of why I made the color. I'm going to make it in this color. It's going to be super fun. And then probably like a light brown tonal for the color block.
Oh.
I'm excited. And I was thinking about putting pockets on the front.
I even like the idea of a light gray. There's something about, I never used to put tans and grays together, or blacks and browns.
I wear my brown boots.
I love that
all the time with my black shirt.
With black leggings. I think that is so cute.
It's because I remember growing up and learning this one point. Someone was saying in one of my design classes in like 7th grade, they're like, you don't, or it was in a costume design class. And she was like, you don't put specific colors together because they don't look good together. Like, you don't put brown, tan, or black together, ever. Or gray and tan together, ever. Because it was seen as like a no-no. But now it's like, those look so good together. What are you guys talking about?
I never wore black and gold together. But I was at work, and my friend Katie is like, why? I go, well, because one's warm. Like, one's warm and one's neutral.
There are no rules.
And I'm like... I started putting
it
it together, and it's one of my favorite combos now is black and gold.
I like salmon and navy blue.
I do too.
I like those. Wait, weren't those your wedding colors?
No, it was peach and slate blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good combo too, though.
That was.
But yeah, so I think I'm going to do it in this, but my Aran way, I just want to show you guys kind of how this looks because it looks so scrumptious, and I don't use that word. So this is my Weasley jumper colorway, I think. Hold on. Where's my other one? No, this is my Once Upon a Christmas Carol. Yeah. Colorway.
It's so pretty.
It looks really good on screen.
It looks
so
so good
compared.
in person.
This is a monster. And I cannot wait.
I have an Aran weight too. Mine's different though, I think. Let's compare. Just for fun. And it will coordinate. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
So mine's yours is BFL, mine's Aran. Yours is 2-ply, which is really it's super thick it looks really good with 2-plies.
I'm so happy about it. But yeah, so I'm going to knit it out of that, and then I'm going to be looking for testers. I have a pretty good pool of test knitters, and I love them all, but I may be broadening that. So watch Instagram, because that's where I get my, where I do my calls for test knitters. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And even so, this one, as soon as I finish it, I'm still going to wear the crap out of it because it's comfy. So I may come up with 2 sweaters. I don't know.
You're allowed.
I'm allowed to. We'll see
what happens. In case you're wondering. Do it.
Yes. Okay, I'll do it.
Should I show something that I'm working on?
Please do.
Or actually, I'm gonna veer off of the knitting path and show you something really cool that I started doing this last week with my yarn.
What did you do? Oh my gosh. Okay.
You guys, I'm so excited about this.
I'm so excited for you.
And I have no. They're the higher sharps too. That could have gone right through my shoe.
Right.
I love sweater knitting, but I don't love rotating skeins.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? How else are you supposed to do it? And then I know of one dyer that makes great big yarn babies, and it's Jill Draper Makes, right? But I don't know of anybody else that did that. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll try making larger skeins for people. So I'm now offering 200, 300, and 400 gram skeins of tonals, and I've had several people ask if I'm going to do speckled. Not right now. I don't know how I would speckle a skein. Okay, let me show you. These are actually going out in orders. But this is what the 300 gram cake looks like. And this is in the clove colorway. And I'll tell you, they turn out a little bit different when you're dyeing them on large skeins. Because you have to put things in there to keep the dye moving around. And so you get a little bit of a different effect than if you're doing it on 100 gram skeins. So this is a 300er in DK. This is my new base, which is 75-25 merino nylon superwash DK, which I love. And then you guys, look at this. This is a 400 gram cake.
Is that fingering weight?
This is the DK.
Is it?
This is DK.
Oh my god, that thing is huge.
And then I've got, and that is in the pepper colorway. I have a whole bunch of new tonals. And
I think we've both been getting on that tonal train.
You actually have a bunch too, huh? I'm sorry. These are so large. And I'm offering to cake them up for you because I don't know that anybody has a cake maker that would accommodate 400 grams. This is like 1,852 yards of fingering weight. Oh, and this is the ginger colorway.
I love that color so much.
Thank you.
So pretty.
So if you are interested, I do have them listed in the shop right now. They're not listed by color. They're listed by size. So I've got a listing for 200, one for 300.
And then you just do the scroll down and pick
one
the
for
color.
400. Okay. And then you scroll down and you pick if you want sock 75-25, which is this one, or DK 75-25. Those are the only two right now that I have. These are going out in orders today. Actually, I'm waiting for some boxes to come. I didn't think ahead.
No, but I mean,
I'm like, how do I ship these? I'm not gonna just put them. I'm not gonna put them in a poly mailer because they'll get all scrunched up.
Yeah.
So I've got some boxes that should be here tomorrow that I can fit them in, and
I just love those colors though.
I just like looking at the cakes.
I know, they're so much fun.
Look at this. It's like a wedding cake. When Vaughn and I get married, I'm gonna just make a wedding cake out of yarn.
Deal.
So those are available.
I thought you were smelling it. I'm like, all right.
Ah, it smells so good. So I may do the 200-gram skeins in speckled coming down the road, but not right now. I'm not.
Because it's a little more difficult to make sure that the whole skein gets some love.
That's why Miss Babs, when she does some 200s, but they're called
Wildflower?
Wild something. So in other words, she tells people they may not be reproducible or
match each
other. Yeah, because you can't get the anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense.
So that's one thing.
I'm so excited about those though, because that's gonna make sweater knitting a lot easier, especially for like beginners too, who maybe don't know how to alternate skeins all that well. And striping, but not everyone knows that.
Right. And I would love to be able to do a 500-gram, but my Swift, which I have a really big industrial size, heavy duty Swift, I don't know that I could fit the 500 on the arms. I can fit the 400.
Yeah, that one might be a little more difficult.
Yeah. So anyway, and these actually save you a little bit of money. You save, like, if you were ordering these in the skein, it saves you $2 per skein. So if it's 300 grams, you're saving $6 by ordering a 300 gram. That may not stay that way forever, but just kind of as an introductory.
Yeah, just to see if it's what you want to continue making.
And so far, it's worked out really well. I've really enjoyed it. So.
I turn my volume on.
What?
I'm a rebel.
And do you want me to show something else I'm working on, or do you have something you want to show?
No, I have something. Okay. I'm just on the heel.
Do you want me to show something real quick then?
No, I'm going to be on the heel for a minute. So, I think I've shown these before, but I'm back to working on my All Hallows Eve sock. So, but I'm trying to do the fish lips kiss heel without looking at the pattern.
How's it working?
I think I got it. I think I got it right. But yeah, this is my All Hallows Eve colorway. I think I have 3 left in the shop, and then they're gone for the year. But I have loved this color.
It's like purples, isn't it?
But I did not use a single thing of purple on this yarn. It's so fun how dyes take and
total physics, chemistry, engineering.
But I love it so much. But I'm using my Fat Squirrel Fibers bag, which I love, and all my things that I knit on are DPNs. I don't like Magic Loop. Personal preference.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
whatever.
I use signatures, but on these ones, a great second to signatures are my forgetting their name.
Knit Pro Zings. But I may have to disagree now.
Do you really like those Chiagus?
They're just sharper. Compared.
I know. I had a tattoo for like a year and a half.
Well, and my reindeer socks that I just did, you're doing some slip stitches, but you're also knitting in the back of some stitches and purling in the second stitch over.
Yeah, so they're a little bit more where you need that sharp point.
You need the sharp point, and so I couldn't use my Knit Pro Zings on those.
Yeah,
so.
No, I can totally see that. But, I mean, I'm just doing stockinette. So.
You are.
Super easy.
Let me show you my other sock that I'm working on. Another pattern.
Oh, that's right.
And this one is, I'm actually making it, it's a little bit bigger because it's gift knits time. And I've got it in my little, give me a crown needle holders.
I love that.
And I'm doing these on my signatures. Size, what color, what size are these?
2.25.
Are these the 2.25s? I got so excited because Signature Needles had a sale starting today. But then I went on this morning to look, or yesterday, maybe it was yesterday. It was not their needles. It was all their accessories.
I don't want that shit.
Nobody wants your accessories, Signature. We want your needles. They weren't on sale.
Well, they might for Black Friday.
Maybe.
I'm going to keep an eye on that.
So this is sock set week 3. The Treetops Glisten. Where the Treetops Glisten sock set, which with this stitch makes it look really chaotic.
It makes it look like Christmas trees.
It kind of does. It's a little fern design that's going down the front. And I did a heel flap and gusset on this one. Just because I wanted to do the fish lips kiss heel, and I bought the pattern. I just needed Trysten here to explain a couple things on it. It's like I've heard everybody say it's like 18 or 50 pages, But
you
the
only
actual
need
pattern is
like
only
that much.
Yeah,
it's like half a page.
But even then, I got so overwhelmed with all the other pages that I was like, I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah,
I don't get this. So now that Trysten kind of explained it a little bit, and I can kind of visualize how it comes together, I may try a fish lips kiss heel on my next sock.
which is what I'm attempting to do without the
But I'll
instructions
tell you,
right now.
the afterthought heel fits my heel really well.
Does it?
It does.
Well, when I was doing afterthought heels before, and I always say that like afterthought heels don't fit my foot, I need to shut up a bit because
they do.
I've only tried one that I made up when I didn't really know how to knit.
So your afterthought heel.
So I need to calm down a bit and
Yeah.
maybe try someone else's afterthought heel and see if it fits.
Right?
I have heard from a lot of people that they don't fit as well as a heel flap and gusset, but
I thought it felt, I mean, I think the heel flap and gusset fits really well too.
mm-hmm.
In the heel flap and gusset, you can adjust the height of the heel.
Yeah, and I make mine a lot higher because it's more
without
comfortable.
really having this part be too much longer. But I just followed Laura's instructions that she had on her pattern, and I did it exactly the way she said. And you can adjust it to make it deeper, depending on if you have like a high instep.
I don't know. I know there's ways to measure it, and I know that
I just did it the way she said it, and it was basically a toe.
Was it?
It's exactly like the toe.
Okay.
Except you put it in, and I didn't even wait till I was finished with the sock to put the heel in. I went far enough. Yeah, I went far enough to where I wasn't going to tangle my needles.
Okay.
And I picked up the stitches, pulled out my string because I did the kind where you put like a scrap piece of yarn. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it worked out really well. I really liked it.
I'm going to have to try that out because, I've been loving the fish lips, but if I could just put some scrap yarn in and then do tubes and go back after and do... Actually, I don't think I'd have I think I'd have to do the heels as I go because I won't go back and do it.
Well, I wanted to see... The thing about an afterthought heel versus if you've been doing the heel flap and gusset, you can measure... You know how long you have to make your foot.
Yeah.
But if you put a scrap piece in... You don't know, it's not a true measurement of how long to go until you have to put your toe on. So I'm like, I have to put my heel in.
So and I even watched figure it out.
Leslie, Laura's sidekick on Knit Girls, had a video. What?
Her sidekick.
Her sidekick. They're sidekicks.
Co-sidekicks?
Yeah, she even had a video on the afterthought heel, and she said to measure, make sure you leave a certain amount or add this much to the length so that you know when to start your toe. And that just confused me because it was mathy. And so
our brain shut off at mathy.
So I'm like, I'll just put the heel in, try it on. And I'm glad I did because I ended up having to knit more of the sock than I would on a heel flap and gusset. Just because you're basically, heel flap and gusset, you're kind of, like this is heel flap and gusset. And you're doing the heel and then you're decreasing for a little ways, then you go until you put your toe in. Well, if you do an afterthought heel, you're basically knitting from, like your heel would start here, but you don't know. I'm sorry, your heel would start here, but your foot, you're knitting it like this, so you don't know exactly how long to make the foot.
Yeah,
and that's probably the worst way to explain it, but that's okay.
Well, I think I'm almost done with my fish lips kiss heel.
That's awesome.
I feel pretty magical right now.
You're awesome.
And I can't explain it because it's paid for pattern, so sorry. But check it out because it's really interesting, and you can disregard all the information except for like on page 8 where the pattern actually starts.
I would say look it over in case you need to know that info because it talks about how to do it on top down or cuff down, magic loop, DPNs, and toe up. It tells you the different ways to measure to know when to put it in.
Maybe it's just because I do everything on a whim.
I'm the same way. I don't
like
read directions.
Figure it out. I'll get it. But I'm usually really like not always, but for some reason on this one, like I picked it up. It was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal for me.
And for me, I looked at it and I shut down.
And you're like, no.
I'm like, I don't understand. You've got abbreviations in there I've never heard of.
Well, yeah, but there's videos, tutorials on those.
There are.
I just YouTube everything.
I did video it, but I just my mind wasn't on it. I couldn't do it, so.
Yeah, because I actually use those short rows in some of my patterns now because I really like them.
Yeah, those are really, they're just short rows.
Yeah, they're just regular short rows.
Well, they're a little bit different, I guess. I've never seen it done
maybe
that
maybe I'm not doing her short row stitch.
Maybe not.
because I'm
where
just,
she goes.
like I said, I don't pay enough attention to the details. I just go for it.
You might be doing like a German short row heel.
I think I'm doing German short row heel.
I think Mina Phillip does a German short row heel on her.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you doing
I'm doing a wrap and a turn.
Oh, you are. She doesn't. That's not a fish lips kiss.
I don't know what I'm doing then.
No, she does. It's called a TSK, where you have to go to the row below and do something.
Oh, I don't know.
Really?
I don't do that.
Okay, then I don't feel so bad.
I just do regular short rows where she says to do the TSK.
Well, that probably works too.
That's what I'm doing, apparently.
I'll just show you. Since we both purchased it, I'll show you after what she has. Which is, it's really a cool thing. Yeah. It's a cool short row that I've never seen.
Okay.
So do you want to show what?
Yeah, I got some more. I actually have a finished object or two as well.
Okay.
Which, at Rhinebeck, my Rhinebeck sweater was a cropped one because I didn't want to finish it. Mm-hmm. One of them. But I wore this with my Wednesday Adams dress, and it's my cropped Arwen sweater.
And it looked so cute.
It was so fun. I was going to wear it today, but I wanted to wear my doe cardigan.
Did you wear it over a dress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also wore it to Lagoon where I twisted my ankle, and I still have a twisted ankle.
Oh, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't.
You forgot to tell me.
I just walk through the pain. It's part of my life now.
Wow.
But I love this sweater. It's the second one I've made by Isabel Kramer, and so I did it cropped just to go over, dresses, because I don't care what time of the year it is. Dresses, leggings, boots. That's my jam. And so I wanted to get a sweater that will actually look cute over it. And it's in my teacup colorway, which is a version of gray with a little bit of a hue of purple.
It's really pretty.
I love it. And this will be coming back into the shop this next week, actually.
So much stuff happening. So much stuff happening this week.
I know. We have so much. But I loved it. When it started, the sweater shaping, I measured, I think, 5 inches down, and then I started decreasing for like 3 rows, skipping a row each, and then I just cast on the ribbing, twisted ribbing.
Which looks so
and
good.
Caught it good. I love it.
It was really cute. I have my Arwen on right now.
Oh, yeah. What are you wearing?
In black.
I know, it's like, you can't really see it, but it's cute.
Isabel had a sale.
Oh, I know.
I might have bought 4 patterns.
Oh, no.
Well, because I think it was 20% off.
Was it?
Yeah, she had 20% off to celebrate her
leftover dough.
Oh, pretty.
I was going to cast on some lacy socks with it.
Yeah, she was celebrating her last class that she was teaching.
Oh, yeah. Ever?
Just this year. Her last trip for the year.
I mean, I know she's not teaching at Edinburgh, but I hope she goes.
Should I show what I've got?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you were showing yours. I thought you just showed it.
I just showed a sweater, girl.
You did?
I just showed my
Is that what you
sweater.
showed? Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we are all over.
I don't care.
I have a finished object, and then I have which one should I show?
All of it.
This is in my humongous fat scroll bag that I got at Needles Up.
I love that.
It's so awesome.
She stole it from me.
I will be releasing a pattern.
That giant thing for that little hat.
Yeah. And I have another thing. I'll show both of them really quick just so I can get my stuff done, okay? This is my Butterbeer beanie. Butterbeer beret, actually.
I love that hat.
And it is a very slouchy hat that has a lace detail. And
that is so cute, Mom.
I am sorry that I haven't released it yet. Things got crazy. And then when Roger died, that just threw me off for a few days. And then I released the sock pattern for the, it just kind of got away from me. And we did our advent calendars. We haven't even talked about that.
Oh my God. That's how and Halloween passed. That's how we celebrate Halloween. We're putting together the advent calendars.
We were doing advent calendars on Halloween, but it was so good. It was so much fun.
It was fast moving, fast paced.
Advent calendars this year for me were so much fun.
Yeah.
I felt like a mad scientist.
With all the colors. Oh, yeah.
With all the colors, because I was so inspired. So I hope everybody loves our advent calendars. Anyway, here's the Butterbeer beanie, and this is the lace pattern that will be on it. And it's done in a worsted weight. And I think it's worsted. Is it worsted?
Yeah, that's worsted.
Yeah, it's in my worsted, not my Aran, right? Yeah. So that's going to be coming out. I'm hoping to get it done by this weekend. So probably not for Black Friday, but maybe after, because I've got so many other things to do.
Yeah, I think my doe cardigan, I've never said this. I haven't actually set a date yet, but I want to get it out the first week of December.
That'd be good.
So I'm thinking maybe the third
week or the third day?
Third day.
That'd be good.
Okay, your turn. Sorry.
Okay, so on our way to the night before Rhinebeck, I decided to cast on a new sweater.
Like you do.
I should have it done by now, you guys. I haven't worked on it since
like
right
3
after
weeks.
Rhinebeck.
Okay.
It was when I was doing my Vlogtobers. You know what's really sad is I didn't do the last 2 days of Vlogtober. I've got them.
We were doing Advents.
I recorded, but the thing that's really, I was really late on doing them, and then I was releasing them, but Roger's in them, and I just can't release them. I just feel I can't. So
yeah,
it'd be too hard. I decided to cast on Andrea Mowry's throwback sweater because everybody had them at Rhinebeck. And so this is, I've got a sleeve.
Oh my gosh.
And almost another, well, I've got this much of the sleeve done.
You are almost done, Mom.
I'm pretty much almost done. I just have to do, it has does it have a shawl collar?
Yeah.
It has a shawl collar. So I did this in my smoky gray.
Yes. I'm like shadows.
It's my smoky gray. And then the 3 colors were Honeycrisp and September Storm and Let the Right One In. And those 3 colors are actually still in the shop. And they're on sale right now for $21.
I know, and it's great because a lot of your holiday colorways aren't very conventional.
They're not like Halloween.
They're very versatile.
My Autumn Harvest collection and my Autumn Halloween horror collection. Those are all on sale right now. But this is my Andrea Mowry throwback, and I'm doing them on my Chiaogus because I love Chiaogus. Those are my favorite cables.
Yeah.
I've tried them all.
Yeah.
I haven't found any that I love. Not even close. I've tried so many. So I've got one sleeve done, and it's made to be really long. And you fold it up. So I'm hoping to finish that. I really
It'll be so cute on you too.
It'll be cute when it's done.
It'll
I'm gonna
be a really
hurry.
cute
I'm gonna
sweater.
try to get that done right after Thanksgiving.
You can do that for your Christmas sweater. I need to cast one on
Maybe. Yeah.
for our knit along.
Maybe. Well, no, this was my, maybe. I don't know. So anyway, love that. Love the bag. Amy Beth.
So talented.
Love it. She had so many cute ones.
Oh, I know. I had a hard time not buying.
I know, right?
But I bought 3.
Oh, you did, huh?
I bought a couple. Yeah, they're at home. They're housing other things, and I left them at home. But I did do another pattern, one more, because I wanted to make a pattern for my little sister Alaska. She's a mail lady. Sorry, that sounds confusing.
She's a postal carrier.
She's a half man. She's a postal carrier, and I wanted to make her a hat, and so I came out with this pattern, and I did something bad. And I did a worsted weight for the color work, and I did a DK for the rest of it. So it doesn't really fit how I wanted it.
But I've had people that say they go up a needle size with
it's tighter in
color
here, though.
work.
I don't know. It's really cute, and I was gonna put.
Have you blocked it?
No.
It will be cute when you block it.
I was gonna put this pom pom on it.
I think it'll be adorable when you block it,
Yeah.
Trysten. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should try blocking it.
I am gonna release the pattern. I have it written down, but
it's really cute.
It'll be at least a week. Calm down. But I don't know if I'm going to need testers for it, because hats are, especially when they're just basic and then some color work in it, they don't really, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, I need to block it, and then I'm going to put this pom-pom on it.
It's going to be cute.
I love it, and this is one of the snap ones. So if she doesn't want it, because I can't do the cord ones. It's like this little floppy thing. That just like hangs on the, it seriously, it like looks like this on the side.
They don't go on super tight.
They don't. And so this one has little grooves in it.
So do you
How do you I'm gonna sew
it to snap? Like what do you, you sew on the snap. So
I would sew this on, and then I'd snap it on. So if she doesn't want to wear the pom-pom, which I think she will, because it's freaking adorable.
Yeah.
But
Who wouldn't want to?
So it's gonna be the Alaska beanie. I'm just going to name it after
Which is really cool because this whole pattern right there looks very, like, Aleutian.
Tribal?
Yeah, Aleutian Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've read so many books about those. About the old-timies.
Okay.
Which is really interesting.
So, yeah. So, this is This is on my cracked pottery colorway and my new silver tonal that I can't remember. Frost Garden.
Frosty the Snowman?
Frost Garden
Oh.
colorway.
I like Frosty the Snowman better.
Sorry, man.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I want to build a Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that. That's my last design I have, and I think that's the last thing I've been working on, actually.
Yeah, we should. I mean, this is like a freaking long podcast.
3 hours.
Today.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging.
We do want to show you guys a preview of what we're going to have for Black Friday.
Because it's a lot, and I know I'm still planning on bringing a couple things to the table.
Yeah, me too.
You too, and so it just is a matter of what we can actually get done in time.
Yes.
So I'm going to go back to the studio today and probably work at least 4 more hours and get some dyed up for some of the ideas I have coming. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I can just go home at like 9.
Yeah.
And Eric's expecting that this whole week. I told him, I'm like, it's Black Friday. I got to prep, man. So that's what I'm planning on doing. But I have a lot of things.
Why don't you show all your stuff and then I'll show all mine.
Okay. All right. So with the release of my new BFL base, the Aran weight, I'm gonna have it on a bunch of other colors. I like our new camera. Look at that.
Other bases.
Yeah, other bases, and so I will be having, and I do have in the shop right now, on a couple of the base or colorways. Holy crap!
Calm down.
I think that coffee kicked in. I accidentally poured the sugar in, and it like clumped a giant thing of sugar in, so I have a sugar high.
And she's not even sorry.
Nope. At least I have food in my belly though.
Right.
But I have a cashmere base that's new to the shop, or a returning really, really old base that I've had a while ago. But it's my Enchantress base, and it's the 80-10-10 MCN. But this is my Once Upon a Christmas Carol colorway.
I like it.
It's fast becoming one of my favorites.
And she's so funny. Pinks. Who would have thought?
These are red. These are versions of red for me.
I meant red.
In my brain, these are reds.
They are. They're
Eric's
reds.
making fun of me because he's like, you don't even like pink. I'm like, I didn't do anything in pink.
They're beautiful though. I like them. They're like berry. It's like winter berries.
Yeah, it's like a winter berry.
Yeah.
And then I have, which is more of the browns of it. This is my Weasley Christmas jumper colorway, which again is on my VFL, which I love so much. And then this is actually my cashmere base.
So soft. It's an 80-10-10, huh?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I have an 80-10-10
I'm actually taking this one home and I'm going to make something with it.
Mine's not super washed though.
Yeah, mine are super washed, and so is my BFL Aran base. And then, let's see. I have my new Bear Hug colorway, which in the pictures it's a little harder to see, but it has a lot of those color pops in it.
The reds.
Like the burgundies and even some of the blues and stuff. So I try to take a lot of pictures, but that's going to be in the shop. And then, if you have not gotten your Where's My Owl pre-order with the Lila Styles bag yet, don't look, because I'm going to be on Black Friday. I think I have 5 of these left. Or 4 of these left, guys. I made too many. And so just look away for like 2 seconds. Ready? Here we go.
And you're going to list those?
I'm going to list these.
So
this will be one set. Okay, you can look back. And I'm not going to say the name yet because I don't want to ruin that for anyone. And then I have my new colorway.
That's so wintry.
I don't remember the name.
How about do you want to build a snowman?
Do I want to build a Frosty the Snowman? No, I think this was Frostlit Fairy.
Frostlit Fairy. Mm-hmm. So mystical.
I'm just going in the thesaurus and
you're just
putting like 3 names together.
Yeah.
No. So Frostlit Fairy, which is just, in my opinion, kind of like the perfect blue.
It's a very
for
wintry.
Winter.
Yeah.
But it has some fun little pops of green in there as well, and some little brown bits. So it's a lot of fun. And I don't know why I had so many of those.
That looks so pretty.
Thank you. This is my Weasley jumper again.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so then
I'm all about the reds these days. I don't know why.
Right?
I'm so attracted to red colors. My new backpack I bought, remember?
Your backpack?
I got a new backpack at Rhinebeck.
Oh my god,
It's
that was
awesome.
the funniest thing. Okay, so then I revamped one of my older colorways, and this is I Smell Snow.
Kind of of looks like your dough a little bit.
Little bit. These actually, a lot of people are purchasing these two colorways together. I think they would fade really well.
They do.
And I didn't even realize it. I think it's coming out a little bit more color. It's a lot like lighter and really whiter. Subtle. It's a lot more subtle than this. So I got that one. And then with my bear paw, I keep crossing my legs and trying to reach down, and then my entire body starts following me to the ground, and it's really scary.
These are very high stools.
They are a little scary. So I have my Woodland Critters collection.
Oh, so cute.
So I have doe, lil critters, oh my gosh, moose tracks in the middle, and then bear hug. So these are going to be a mini set that will be available on Black Friday.
Didn't you have one that called Bear Paws? Bear Paw?
Oh, it's Bear Paw, not Bear Hug. No, it's Bear Hug. I need Bear Hug. And then I'm going to later on maybe bring one out called Fox Paws.
Fox Paws. What about Reindeer Paws?
Guess who thought that reindeers had paws because of the up on the housetop reindeer paws?
Hey, when I was little, that's what I thought I was talking about.
It's not P-A-W-S, Mom. It's P-A-U-S-E.
I thought it was up on the housetop reindeer paws. I was like, you could hear their paws.
Well, because then at the end it's like click, click, click.
I know.
Out jumps good.
That's another thing that backs up my whole paws theory.
Right? I get it. I totally get it.
I just
like that I wasn't the airhead in that scenario because I usually am, and so looking at it from the outside, it was really enjoyable for me.
I'm not usually an airhead at all.
I'm usually the butt of the joke, so it was very nice being on the observing side.
Are you gonna show more?
This is my Yuletide.
Because I've got more knitting to do.
Yuletide Joy.
Pretty.
It's so vibrant. Very vibrant. I only made like 20 of these, and I think there's like 5 left, and they are in the shop. I'm not waiting until Black Friday for a lot of these colors. So this one is in the shop, and it's been going. So it's almost gone. I think there's like 4 left. Okay, and then
the grand finale.
Okay, so oh wait, no, I have tonals. I came out with a bunch of new tonals like my mom did, and I'm excited about these because a lot of
tonals are where it's at.
Seriously, well, speckles are too.
But you need tonals to mix. Yeah, to mix for shawls and all the cool color work patterns people have right now.
Oh, I know, and I'm coming out with a few too.
Awesome.
So here
that's
is...
Pretty. Wait, that's one of your older colors, isn't it?
Teacup, which will be back.
Yeah.
And here is Night Veil.
Pretty.
I like this one. I have hair on this one. This is my Evergreen.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't even show you guys. Well, I'm going to take it apart. I'm making another doe cardigan in this.
That's pretty.
But I'm going to switch out the
It's kind of
colors.
tealy, sprucey.
Yeah, it's tealy, sprucey.
Very
I had people being
winter.
like, I love that green. I'm like, thanks. And then people being like, I like that blue. And I'm like, thanks. Because
yeah, it's
it really depends on what you think is green and blue because it's right there on the divide. Okay, and then I have Barn Door.
Sorry, the light is so bright in my eyes. It's pretty.
I like this one. Thanks, Mom. And I think this one and my next one, which is Moss. I love this color.
That is beautiful.
Love this color
That's a
so
good
much.
green.
But like these 3 together for like a Christmas something.
We like that green.
I know, we really do.
You and I love that green so much. I don't know if anybody else does, but it's
I don't know. I love this so much. I think this is the prettiest color.
It's like a muted chartreuse. It's like you took the edge off the bright green, and it's so pretty.
It's one of my favorites right now.
Kind of like an apple, a very ripe apple.
Yeah.
Green.
So I love this, but I also love like these 3 together. And that'd be way cute.
Very Christmassy.
Thanks, man. And then also Teddy.
Aww.
Right? It's just cute and little. Okay, and then I did have a Slice of Fox colorway, and I tried making it again, and it didn't come out the same. So I'm either going to
is it usually dark?
It's usually darker, yeah.
Okay.
And more orangey, less salmony. So I'm probably going to over dye it.
It's salmon paws.
But at the same time.
Let's name that one. Wait, isn't that your spirit animal?
Maybe that's why this one came out wrong.
Because
it's just like, no, you can't fight this anymore. You're a freaking salmon.
Her Patronus is a salmon.
I hate fish.
Mine's a ginger cat.
I can't even go in water. I'm scared of fish.
Ginger cat.
You eat my Patronus.
Salmon.
Oh my gosh, we were comparing Patronuses with like everyone at Maryland and Sheep and Wool.
And Trysten's
Everyone's
is the
gonna
best.
eat mine.
Everybody can eat Trysten's salmon.
But it also goes to show I'm hard-headed. And I go against the current.
When you go up to lay your eggs?
Yeah, when I go up to lay my eggs and, get them fertilized, I go against the current.
Okay, anyway.
Poor life of a salmon. Now I know for sure I will not be keeping this colorway because it is tainted with the thought of salmon. So I'm going to re-dye it and it's going to be my
Why don't we
slice
do
of fox.
Patronus kits?
Because I don't want to do my Patronus.
That's so funny.
Sure.
Let's do a Colorworks sweater with salmon on it.
Oh my. Done.
That would be so funny.
God.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So, and now we get to Black Friday. So this is one, just kidding, we're not there yet. This is one sock set I'm gifting you. This is my turkey
I didn't
coma.
even know. You already gave me one. Oh wait,
this
that's
is the one I took back.
Wait, I got one more stitch. Then you can give it to me. Okay.
Hey!
I love these colors.
So they're still in the shop. I think there's like 6 or 7 left or something, but...
Turkey coma.
Because during the holidays, eat all the turkey. And then, we did that the other day at Dad's house for Thanksgiving. We were all just like, I want to sleep. I'm done.
And it's got orange in it.
I know, and I'm sucker for orange.
Get on the orange bandwagon, my friends. It's a thing.
Speaking of orange, though,
I love orange.
I did the pumpkin everything kits with Hannah of Corner of Craft.
Yes, you did.
And I saved some of the stitch markers because I wanted to do a possible hat set with the pumpkin everything. Mm-hmm. But I forgot the stitch marker at home.
Oh, I have mine somewhere.
So I'm gonna have 10. With my magic DK base for hat knitters, because not everyone knits sock.
What's the magic? Tell them what that is.
The magic is that this takes so long to pill.
No, the magic, what is it made of? The magic DK.
The magic DK? Oh, it's a 75 wool, 25 nylon.
Yeah, okay.
And it takes a lot longer to pill, which I love.
It's more rustic.
And it's not as bright. There we go. And it has some of those salmon colors in it.
And orange.
And oranges and like that.
Ginger.
Like that squash yellow to it. So it's a fun colorway, and I think I'm going to have 10 kits available on DK with the stitch marker as well. Okay, so my plan for Black Friday was to do Harry Potter Christmas sock sets.
Yeah.
And I'm still planning on a couple more, I think.
Okay.
If I have time. But some of them will be, this one is Christmas at the Burrow.
I like it.
I really like these colors.
So pretty.
But guess what, guys? I didn't write these colors down, so this one will not be repeated. Sorry. I made this a while ago for a sock set, and I just didn't get to... They've just been chilling out. So.
You guys might think we could look at this stuff and go, you can reproduce that. Just look and say...
No.
No. It's like mad scientists.
It really is. It really
I'll have leftover dye.
And you just pour it on something else, and it's like, that's not measured.
I'll add more water to it and then add another color in it, and I'm like, I don't even know what I started with.
Yeah.
How much or whatever, and...
So some of these one-of-a-kind skeins, like, we love, but we can't reproduce.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, so then we have Christmas at Shell Cottage.
That greenish, bluish color.
So vibrant. I love
that, but you know what? I love it. And I don't know if other people love it, but...
I love this one.
It's very retro to me.
And it just screams Shell Cottage to me, honestly.
What's Shell Cottage?
It's where Bill and Fleur live.
Oh, you're so weird that you know that.
They know
Nobody knows that
They
stuff.
know it too.
Well, I guess I know some things.
Well, Shell Cottage is where they are transported to one of the safe houses when they're trying to have Harry leave Privet Drive.
I've read the books.
Yes,
I just don't remember all the names.
So it's Shell Cottage is where Bill and Fleur live, and so I wanted to represent their Christmas.
Okay.
It's their first newlywed Christmas.
You're so sweet.
Thanks, man. And then you have to represent all the dark creatures out there. So I have, this one is my favorite.
That's beautiful.
I have Christmas in the Dark Forest.
That's really pretty.
I love these two together.
Did you write these ones down?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did. And then my last one, I have Christmas Below the Black Lake. So with all the
mermaids and merman.
I love it.
Mermen.
Mormon.
Merman.
Not
Mormons.
Not Mormon.
Not the Mormon merman.
They don't live underwater.
No, they only baptize in water.
They live in a bubble. Anyways, so I think I'm going to be able to come out with 2 mini sets as well that may or may not be Harry Potter related. or Christmassy Harry Potter related. But I will be coming out with at least 2 more sock sets, I believe, that are Harry Potter, like Christmas at, I think, Honeydukes, and maybe Christmas in the Shrieking Shack. We'll see.
I like your ideas. Those are great.
Thanks. But that's
it?
it.
Oh my goodness.
Your turn.
It's my turn. Well, I am going to have a couple mini sets, and I think they're each going to have 10 colors in them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me show you the big ones first. The big sets.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Oh,
And so you're like, okay.
Oh,
You're just funny. That was just funny. You're like, okay. Let me get all my other shit out of the way. Okay, so Tristan's yarn she gave me. Did I show this on my last one?
Yes.
Okay.
Calm down, Mother.
Take a breath. Okay, so we haven't podcast for a while.
We've been so busy
so
too.
There's been so much going on.
And there's
in
some
our
colorways
lives.
that came out and gone.
Yeah.
That I've come out
right?
with.
I mean,
it's like, hey, they're gone. Sorry.
Yeah. So I've got thank you. I've got to remember what goes with what.
I know.
So I'm going to have some sock sets. My plan though was to have the reindeer, Santa's reindeer,
Mm-hmm.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, blah, 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 and Rudolph. And then we still have to verify the name of the female, which it's Clarice on the cartoon or the puppetry one, the movie puppetry one. But when I looked up online, because I wanted to get a sense of their personalities, each reindeer does have a personality.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that the female's name is Olive. Is there another, like a book or something where there's an Olive? Because that sounds right too, but I know the one on TV started with a C.
You remember the Rudolph that came later that Alaska was obsessed with?
Maybe that one had Olive?
I think her name was Olive.
That was a cartoon, wasn't it?
I think her name was Olive. And I think the original,
I was going more
Clarice.
for Clarice because I'm going more retro-y.
Yeah.
So...
Because you're just stuck in the past.
I've been on this retro thing. My retro clubs, I did
bad.
weeks 1 through 4. Thanks to everybody that
So
participated.
amazing.
I hope everybody loved the colors. I'd show you week 4, but they just went out in the mail today, so I know nobody has them. So anyway, I'm going to have a mini set with the 10 reindeer. Dasher on to Rudolph is 9 plus the female, which I think is Clarice. And I have 9 of those done. So maybe I will show these first. There's going to be one more. Is this 9? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's only 8.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that
Have
again?
you done Rudolph?
No, I haven't done Rudolph yet.
Okay, so that's 9.
There's only 8 here. Anyway.
Because you haven't done Rudolph.
Oh, I know what you're saying. But
Okay.
I mean, I don't have 9 here.
Okay.
So, and I may switch these up because some of them are really close in color. So I may switch them up, but here they are pretty much.
Look.
I don't have enough hands. I can't flatten them out. So here's the basic color palette, but there
So
will
fun.
be I may swap out a couple of these for some other colors, and I still have a couple more to make. And then I'm going to have a set that's going to have Christmas tonals, and there will probably be 10 of those.
I love that.
Oh, I love these colors so much.
That is so cute.
There will be like a burnt orange that I love. Okay, so I have got sock sets.
Okay.
This one is going to be in the shop on Friday.
I love that one.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't have a name yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on these. I have some ideas, but that's one of my favorite Christmas
Mine too.
shows ever.
Mine.
Jack Frost show.
Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yes, the one with Jack Frost and the miser. Vaughn too.
Really? Eric too.
Oh, what? It's not-
Anytime we say it's too much, me and Eric go dun dun dun.
I just remember
All
them
year.
making money out of a roll of ice. They were cutting coins. I don't
Like
know.
gangsters.
So weird. So funny.
But you could
Okay.
call it Heat Miser.
And then this one is Dasher, the Dasher colorway.
It's so dashing.
It's a dashing Dasher.
I love that.
So that's the Dasher sock set.
Your colors are so unconventional, but they scream Christmas.
Because of why? I don't know why.
Because they're awesome.
Just
They're so pretty.
they're not really Christmassy. I don't care.
No, I think they are.
So that's Dasher. Then we have Dancer right here. This is the Dancer color set, sock set, Dancer. And I was going to call this one Prancer. Prancer, because Prancer likes to, he's very vain. Dancer is really good at the salsa, like the merengue.
I like that you've been looking up lore on
I
the
love
individual
them.
ring.
I love reading about them.
Yeah.
So this is Prancer. It's got the chartreuse, which I'm in love with this chartreuse color.
I know.
I love it. And then this one is Rudolph. That red.
That is so perfect. You got such a good red.
Muted with the colors in here, the dark and deep, and then you've got his
is
red
dark and
note.
deep.
He's deep and dark.
Yep.
And thought-provoking.
Yes.
I already showed this one. So those are the 5 sock sets I have so far. And then I've got some tonals. This one is actually called Pepper.
And that's your new Aran weight, right?
This is an Aran weight. This one's Pepper. And this one's actually got some speckles in it in different colors.
That's what I love.
It's fun.
The tonals still just do what they want.
Pepper. I've got my Clove color, which again comes out a little darker on the large skeins just because of the way I have to make them.
Yeah.
I've got my, you guys, I hope I can reproduce this one. This one is Yams. And it is the most perfect, adorable, beautiful.
That has my heart.
It looks like a sweet potato.
Yeah.
And I love this color.
And that one.
And this is my ginger color together. And I love it with even this green.
Grab it with that purple.
And this color here. On a base of maybe this one, which is allspice.
Think of a color work. This the main color, and then these color works at the top.
Or.
Oh my gosh.
This is my curry.
Body.
Body.
Color work.
Yeah. Curry. Or even this one. This one is, this is my saffron. And that one is allspice, you guys.
I just wanted to throw more
in
your arms.
Yes. This is curry.
I like that one.
So I've got all these tonals in the shop. This is rose hip. And they're all like spices. And this one is my yams. I've got this one, which is succulent.
That's very
succulent. This is iris. I don't have my succulent up here.
Oh.
Which is more teal.
Okay.
This one is...
that's like a true forest.
It's got a different shades of green in it.
I like that. 50 Shades of Green?
50 Shades of Green. I don't remember the name of this one. It's
50 Shades of Green.
It's a spice of some sort.
Clove?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's a green one.
Thyme?
It might be
thyme.
It might be thyme.
I think it is.
It is. Oh, and then this red.
It's so funny.
This is paprika.
That's
I love it. And I have one more colorway. Okay. Paprika.
Oh, okay.
They would bounce off.
When you posted your
wow.
picture, I'm like, we're doing the same colors.
Well, and then we had the one that was similar. This one, the clove, is similar to one of your minis, I think. Could be. And then this new colorway, I don't have a name for it either. And it may be a sock set. Not these two together, but this one is my other Christmassy color.
That.
We're just having fun in the studio.
We're having way
guys.
too much fun.
We're not very organized at this moment.
So.
I was feeling pretty good about my studio till you got yours.
Sorry.
And yours is 4 times as big as mine.
I really like my studio.
It's really nice. I mean, I love my studio too. I just need to put up some shelves and get this area.
Yeah, I think getting it organized and because this is still your yarn room.
Well, I'm full, and I've got twice as much in the garage right now in my studio of yarn that's not on the shelf.
But you could do so much in here with shelves and stuff as well, and make it a little bit.
I could.
Because you got 2 rooms. Don't forget. I only have twice the size.
You have 4 times. Even this little room here is not that big compared to what you've got. And I am happy for you. I'm not jealous or anything.
I know. You've been so supportive. I just need to fill it out really bad.
And you know what though?
I need to put my shelves up to do that.
I love that you have so much space. But I will tell you, I love having my studio at home.
I know you do. And there are advantages and disadvantages.
Sure, to both.
But
I might not have the space that you do, which I'm so happy for you to have. And I'd be happy in a studio like that too, even if it was away from home.
Yeah.
But I am very lucky with what I've got too.
You really are.
We both are.
It's hard when you want to, like we were just talking, I need to have props at home for when when I'm knitting and stuff too, because most of my props for photos and stuff are at my studio. And so if I want to run a sale on one of my skeins or something or anything like that, I have to wait until the week and I can go and take new photos. But I get so much more motivated when I'm at my studio. Done? I get so much more done. I am highly motivated if it's not my house, because then I'm not sitting and I'm not like watching podcasts. I mean, even if I would do something like that there, I'm walking back and forth so much space that like I can't listen to it or pay attention to the podcasts. And so usually I'm just listening to books on tape, and I got some Bluetooth speakers that were really cheap on Amazon. I just, when I'm going from one side to the other, I just take it with me if I'm going to be over there or at my table. And so it's been really nice to have that kind of motivation, because there's not a lot of distraction, and I'm out of my chill zone or my lazy zone.
Speaking of, I wanted to say really quick before I forget, speaking of podcasts, we got to hang out with Amanda of the Old Salt.
We barely talkk about that.
Yeah,
but,
I wanted to bring that up because we got to have dinner with Amanda of the Old Salt Knitting podcast. Old Salt Knitting podcast, and that was so much fun. That was that dinner and the dinner we had with Levi and
so that was all
Melissa. Those were the best times.
That was Friday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just being able
those were great. And then our knit night.
Okay, but anyway, back to what you were saying. I just didn't want to forget.
I didn't want to forget about her either. But we had such a fun time with her. She came and had a beer and some pie with us.
Yes,
which was so much fun. Except for me, who had to get the fancy drink and get a little tipsy.
That was fun.
I'm not doing that again.
Anyway, I might cut that part and put it up in the front when we talk about Rhinebeck, so that I don't forget. I don't want her to think that we forgot
or afterthought or anything, because we had so much fun with her.
Yeah,
and then podcasts, because have you been watching podcasts? Because I feel a little bad. I've been mainly stuck on Fablehaven, listening to all the audiobooks.
I have to tell you, when I'm in the studio, it's so it's loud. The TV that I have out there is a Black Friday TV that I got for $188.
Nice.
It's a smart TV, but it's not very loud, so I can't really hear it.
Yeah.
When I'm, got the water running and stuff. So I listen to iTunes podcasts a lot in my hearing aids.
And we've been just watching or working so often that there's a couple that I've caught up on. There's a couple
of knitting ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a couple that I watch.
40 that I have to watch. I have so many podcasts I have to catch up on. I'm just like.
Well, I've been watching just, the people that I usually watch when they pop up. I don't have the notification, the little bell set for everybody. And I probably need to go back and do that. Because sometimes I don't know that they have one that's out. But as far as iTunes podcasts, you guys, okay, I love Astonishing Legends. In fact, I was telling Trysten I was up till 1 a.m. because they released part 4 of the Sally House episode, which has been my favorite. I love it. It's been fun. But it was a little scary. So anyway, and then I introduced Trysten to a new one that my daughter Alaska introduced me to on iTunes called...
I haven't listened to it yet.
You haven't? Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's an iTunes podcast called My Dad Wrote a Porno. Now, it's not for children. It's not for people that... I thought you were going to say it's not for people who don't like porn. But no, it's these 3 friends, two guys and a girl, and one of the guys' dad literally wrote a novel. It's an erotic fiction novel. They read it chapter by chapter and break it down, and it's hilarious. I have laughed so hard listening to that.
The other one that you showed me was the where comedians read.
Oh, Mortified.
Mortified, yeah.
They're not comedians. These are people
or just regular people.
They go to this the Mortified. I don't know if they are still doing this, but they would travel around go to bars, and they would present, or they would have people audition that day during the day, and they were just people like you and I. And what I would do if I was going to audition is I'd bring my diary from when I was a teenager or a child, and you read actual entries from your childhood diary, but you're an adult now reading it, and you read it on stage.
I was the shit.
It was hilarious. You listened to it with me for...
Yeah, I was losing it, and there's it's...
The drama.
It can be a little inappropriate.
Right, but the drama that we felt when we were teenagers that we wrote down in our diaries. some of them are just so funny. I mean, just
I think I still have a few of them, and they're so sad.
We listened to one. This guy, I mean, it's like an 80s or early 90s, and he's just talking gangster, like yo, and what was he saying that was so funny?
I don't remember that one, but I remember the Star Trek one.
What was he saying?
Where every entry into his journal.
He loved Star Trek, so every diary entry,
Captain's log,
Stargate, and I mean, just so mortified.
And he would be like, what was it like? Put phasers on stun.
Yep.
About like all these different situations with like girls and I was losing
They have a version, or they're also on Netflix. You can watch.
Oh, okay.
They have a season. I think there's.
I think you told me that. I totally forgot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna watch them.
They're funny.
But yeah, so that's what we've been watching. We've been, of course, the podcasts that we love, and just not in any order of operations. Ones that I've caught up on recently is Mean Girls Knit podcast. Salapalooza, Nordic Stitches, Old Salt Knitting Podcast, WTF Knitting. I don't know. There's a lot. There's so many. Like I'm trying to think of ones that I've been able to catch up on a little bit.
Twine. I've been trying to get caught up on Eric's.
Oh my gosh, right?
Sandy by the Lakeside.
I love Sandy.
You
gotta see her for like 0.3 seconds.
I've been watching Kay's Vlogmas from last year again.
Because that's what we do.
Because we watch Kay's Vlogmas.
I like seeing her sock inventory.
And I just love it. She's so fun to watch. There was some other shows I wanted to talk about though. I watched some documentaries on Netflix that were amazing.
Like?
One's called oh my gosh.
You better not mess this up.
I don't know the name of it. It's, I don't know.
You don't get to watch it, guys. Sorry.
I've watched like 5 that were really good. Vaughn and I love it when we're flipping through and it doesn't look that good. We're like, let's try it. We watched one last night called Film Worker. So good.
Really?
Yeah. It was good. And they're just about people, and a lot of them have little twists in them. We watched the Foo Fighters the other night. Watched their story. That was really good.
You like the Foo Fighters?
I like Foo Fighters. I watched another one called Shirkers. Gotta watch that one, you guys.
What is it?
It's about a girl in Singapore that she and her friends made a movie when they were 18. They wanted to make a movie.
Okay. So
they made a movie. This documentary won awards at like Sundance and stuff. It wasn't like it was oh my God, I can't look away. But I couldn't look away. It kept me so interested and I wanted to know what was going to happen. And it was super cool the way she did it. It was a little abstract-y.
Shirker.
But there's a little kind of some twists, other side stories going on and dynamics happening. Shirkers. Uh-huh.
I've been watching Mountain Men.
I like Mountain Men.
Have you seen it?
I've watched Mountain Men. I've watched a lot of those that are.
They have all the new
seasons.
They have the new seasons on Netflix.
Adam Ruins Everything. That's a good one.
Is that the one with the kid with autism?
Mm-mm. It's the one I was telling you guys about
really
where this guy Adam goes and he debunks a lot of myths.
Oh, that's
about,
right.
Like, food and about our health and.
It's like vitamin C gummies do nothing for you.
Vitamin C does nothing for you. It's a myth.
And that's a myth that they talked about on My Favorite Murder, too.
Did they really?
Because the guy behind that.
Oh, yeah.
Who started that whole thing was like psychotic.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Trying to make, with the vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I feel like
it's all come full circle.
We feel like we need to stop talking.
Okay. We've been here, our screen shows 3 hours and 23 minutes. Hopefully it will not be that long for you.
We've taken lots of breaks.
We've taken a lunch break.
And some other breaks. But anyway, it's been busy. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Life is good.
And I'm so excited for Black Friday. I'm going to try to get as many as I can out. I know for my sock sets, on one of them I have 20. On the rest of them I have 15 or below. So I'm going to try to get some of those numbers up, but I'm also going to try to get a little variation. Maybe get some more in. But I'm just so excited for the holiday season and knitting all the knits. And I'm excited for your sweater quantity freaking giant things.
I know. I got to figure out how to package them. I still don't know how to package them up.
Okay.
I've got some boxes coming, but even just like the label.
I know.
Like, how do
you might
have
to just put business cards in there.
Well, I don't have... The business card doesn't say what it's made of. Like, I want to have something that says the yardage and all that.
We might have to go see our guy.
Well, I've got an idea, but also be careful on Instagram, clicking on those Instagram ads, you guys. Be careful.
I have 2 new dresses, 2 new sweaters. I have a pair of boots coming.
Our coats came in.
We're back.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
So
what?
Tristan and I found these jackets, these coats on one of the Instagram ads, and we're like,
they're dangerous.
They're so cute for a coat.
I know.
I need winter coats. I only have 7.
I don't have any.
But I don't have any in that color.
I don't have any.
And they're only they were like $29. I'm like, they're marked down from like $80.
We're not going to tell you where though.
And so I ordered them.
Because we don't know.
And this is what I got.
Are they awful? Oh, it's like a real...
It's like a hoodie. It's
like
not a coat, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Be careful on what you order online.
Sometimes they're not right.
I am so glad that I didn't pay the $89. I got that. I can't remember which I got for you. So I got these 2 colors.
I don't remember.
But online...
Yeah, these are different looking.
Yeah, it's the same shape. But I'm kind of glad that it's not a huge heavy coat. It's actually kind of cute.
It's kind of comfy.
I mean, it's like a hoodie, but it's not gathered at the bottom. It's not...
No, I thought it was gathered in the back right here kind of thing.
It was like a line. Yeah, and then I got this one.
That's so cute.
So, which one do you like? Do you want that one?
Sure.
I think that's the one you were looking at.
I think that's the one I was looking at.
So anyway, be careful
cute.
what you click on.
It's a little different, but it's still comfy, cozy. And at least it was only 20.
30. But anyway.
But then sometimes you find the best place in the world.
Sometimes
you buy like all their shit.
Yes, I bought some pretty cute stuff. So that's all we have now.
Yeah.
We should go.
I think we should. And
yeah. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Have a great Thanksgiving for everyone in the U.S. and everyone not in the U.S. Make sure you eat a lot of food on Thursday because that's your free day.
And it's thanks and giving. 2 words to remember. Be thankful and give if you can.
Give if you can.
Give of your love if you don't have things to give.
Yeah.
Give of love. Give by not complaining. Give by being grateful for what you have. And let's just be happy.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.